Hey everyone, it's Kristi. Sorry for the little delay there. And yeah, welcome to the next round of Bearing Bingo. And we were supposed to be joined by the two people who were so eager to be in this hangout that they're like, please run it. And I went, okay, and I set it all up. And they haven't yet joined us, so we're gonna wait to see if they turn up. But who cares if those guys
Yeah,
don't turn up? We have the original player here, the OG
exactly.
OP.
Yeah, indeed. Well, I can only hope that I can only hope that the southern hemisphere has been quite rightly obliterated, as it has deserved to be for a long time, and that's why
Um,
these two Antipodean bastards haven't turned up. Who knows?
Well, no, what I learned was apparently it's daylight savings time. And even though I said go to the watch feed and check the hours and count down to when we're going on air, they haven't. So they're probably listening, or at least Michael is listening, I think, right now. Anyway, we're going to play because people are watching and people want Bearing Bingo. And when they join, they'll join. So just to go over the.
I'm not sure we should allow them to join now. I think we should ban them for being bastards.
You're out. Get out of my hangout.
Exactly. It's if you can't even be bothered to live in a vaguely correct time zone, just fuck off.
Yes. What is this with this? Are they like the last people in the world to change the clocks? I mean, come on. Get on top of
Yeah,
things here.
exactly. Which is ironic because they're the first people to get the new year. So I mean, I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah, they should always be first with this stuff.
Get with the fucking program, guys. Come on now.
All right. Well, the rules of Bearing Bingo go like this. We're playing bingo, and the categories are spread out across the board. Every time we have an observation that matches one of the categories, we get to tick that off. And if you get the traditional bingo lines, you get Bearing Bingo. So I guess we
Yeah,
can start with
that's the thing.
yeah. All right. So I'm gonna kind of put it, in the middle of something. And you know what, Kevin? I have to say that when you did the original drum rolls and it was still on the camera, and I noticed that when you did your drum roll, the whole laptop shuddered to go along with the rolling and the playback. It was so
Well,
great.
I was doing. I think I was trying to do a kind of an actual like drum motion with my hands, and it just it didn't go as intended. It just
Now
looked
I
like
kind
I
of
was
want to
in
just
some sort of
put
earthquake
that
zone
out.
or something.
I want to put that like on a loop, and that way every time we do this, rather than you doing it live, we'll just go to the video and do it that way. All
Yes.
right. So, do you mind being the drum roll again?
Well, I don't see that there's any choice. Seems though those two
No, not yet.
bastards haven't turned up yet. Still.
We'll
Fucking
probably
hell.
take them.
Right. Okay.
All right. Looks like Andy Pandy.
It's not on the screen.
Oh, am I not screen sharing? Oh, thank you so much for telling me that. I thought I'd started with screen sharing, but you're right. To go live, I had to turn it off. Okay. Problem solved. And
Is
hand
it?
up, I promise. Yeah, can you see? Yeah, I can see me now, so you can see me now too.
There we go. Okay. All right. Cool.
Yeah. And it's Andy Pandy, Vaginal Vampire Part 4, The Unseen. It's a long
Okay.
one.
Well, that's what she said. You've got instantly. You've got um, unflattering screen cap,
Yeah,
and I think vaginal whatever the fuck it was is supposed to be an insult, isn't it?
I think so. Vaginal
So we've got
Vampire.
so we've got um, unflattering thumbnail. I've got one. Hang on. What? There we go. I got one there.
All right.
Okay. Do I have? I do not have the thingy
The other
in the
one?
title.
Okay. I don't know if I have that one too, but I'll do my X's during the video. So you've got one, and I'll tell you how many when we take our first break.
Okie doke.
You guys want to see my new painting? What's up, Hillary? This is my new painting. And it's on sale. So I hope somebody will buy it. I think it turned out pretty good. Yo, what's up, Mad Wonder? How you doing, Mad Wonder? What kind of hair do you are growing it out to? I'm not really sure. Not really sure. Yo, what's up, Jaden? I know you want to buy it, Jaden. Bearing Bear says, okay, so Andy, where were we? Where were we, man? I don't know. Yo, what's up? Elijoul? Is that proper? Big booties. No, big, yeah, the other thing. Any decent soil pads? No, I don't got any, but I do accept them at my P.O. box, though. So.
Oh my gosh, we're almost a minute in. By the way, I can hear some background noise from you. So
That would possibly be my tumble dryer. I will go and close it.
I think it is. I think it is. No worries. But one of the new categories that came in as a consequence of the beta testing was the new category of fair use. And that's when if bearing use is more than 50% of the video constitutes other people's content, he gets a fair use for basically padding out his stuff with other people's content. So I was explaining the new fair use category.
Ah, okay. Because I've got that one, yeah. But well, we can't say yet, but it's looking pretty strong.
Yeah, well, at least the first full 55 seconds are, and it's just this random chat as well. So we'll carry on.
Oh, people just want to send me soil pads. What flavor vape? This is I got blueberry taffy or some shit. One of vegan Cheetos flavors.
So he's just typed, do you sniff them into the comments?
Your screen name is Jaden Hates You. So who does Jaden hate? Who does Jaden hate? Do I sniff them? Not exactly. I wonder who that troll is. I don't know who that troll is. You'll send me one. I'll accept one of yours. Vapes are much healthier than cigarettes. Yes, they are. I'm almost out of juice here.
Bearing is now written in the comments. I cry at sinking ceremony of your last something. I don't know. He's basically got a video cap of him trolling a guy who has a weird viewpoint or fetish or whatever online. And so far it's been 1.5 minutes into this video with no content.
And he hasn't actually got any original content. Brilliant.
No, and he isn't even saying like, look for me in the comments or highlighting them. He's just sort of just plastered it in there. So this is, okay, fair use again, something to keep an eye on.
Not almost out, but about halfway. Deranged. You think that's deranged, Pauline? Who is that in Dylan's profile picture here? These questions. Yeah, we got some crazy ass questions. Is that a picture of Pigeon? That's not Pigeon in your yo, Casey, does Dylan know about your nickname?
Oh my god, this is so boring.
This is tedious. What the fuck is this supposed to be? And this is part 4. What the fuck?
This is, yeah, it is random, but still. Okay, just plow through it. We're just going to plow through it.
Yeah.
Did you cry at the sinking ceremony of the last? No, I didn't cry, but it's actually a really funny story that Casey actually knows about, actually.
This is interminable, yeah. Does he actually pop up at any fucking point? Okay, so we've got fair use. Fuck this. Let's just go to another one because this is too, even by bearing standard, this is too fucking boring.
There's something at the end. I saw like a screen just.
The more and more I think about what my ideologies are, what my passions are, what my beliefs are, the more I think I'm this blood, soil, period pad kind of guy.
Oh, my what? Bruh.
Blood.
Someone else's shit. Brilliant.
Having to regulate the volume on this.
What?
Do people pay for this? People pay money for this.
You're tasting her blood.
And that's literally it. Fucking up. Well, fair use is getting one. That was ridiculous.
All right. Yeah.
Um.
I wonder if I would just randomly pick the same card you have. What's in your upper left-hand corner?
Ugly.
Okay, mine's fat. Sorry, they're different.
So well, there we go.
That's just.
That was fucking. Oh god.
We have to talk about this. We have to talk about this a little bit before I can move on.
Yeah. What was the point of that? What was the purpose? I don't see anything about that. He didn't contribute anything to it. He didn't tell us anything.
He didn't even like say previously or set any context for people who are coming. I mean, it's just. I mean, why would you do that as a 4-part video? Just make it one video. Oh, I know, because you get paid per video. That's why.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, I'm still
just, and not just that. 74,000 people watch that.
Yes.
Holy shit!
And 3,500 plus. Oh, window closing. Gave it a thumbs up. You know, what if I do? You know, if I could just go to other people's content and write comments, and then just put up the video where I slice out my comments and then put that up and monetize it. Yeah, then you know that's basically shitting out a video. I mean, can you do any less?
Yeah, that's what Bearing doesn't create videos. He crimps off videos. That's what happens.
Yeah, except crimping
Nuggets
is something.
of video.
Yeah, except isn't crimping something cool that the Mighty Boosh do?
Is it? Oh, right. Well, I meant crimping as in. I think it's one of the technical descriptions for cutting a log, so to speak.
Right. Okay, so back to the bearing selection. Wow. Okay.
Let's
Yeah, it's
instead
hard
of going around, just go to like the oldest video,
Yeah.
and then do like
Okay.
every 10th video or something.
Okay.
If that makes sense. And you don't have to go to the top. If you go to the top, you can do it in like reverse the order, if that makes sense, rather than scrolling through them.
Right. Oh, thank you. See, these are what people are screaming at me in the comments.
Yeah, well, no, it's just because my research for the Descent of Manosphere requires me to go back into their histories. So I've picked up these little. So let's go every like 10th video or something.
Okay. All right. So 4, 8, 10. Meet Asian Dave, SJW feminist lol cow.
Okay.
So we've already got the bingo bits
so
that we would normally.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Well, is that poisoning the well? In the well.
Lol cow. I think you got a point there. Yeah, because
Yeah.
to call someone a lol cow, you go in then expecting to make fun of them. So,
Yeah.
poisoning the well. All right, I'll do that while the video's
Lol
going.
cows. I just love me a good lol cow. What is a lol cow, you ask? Well, if you're unfamiliar with the term, a lol cow is one of those beautiful people on the internet who unintentionally provides us with a regular supply of lols by saying or doing stupid things. Some lol cows that have supplied this channel with lollage over the last year include the atheist
Can
gamer.
I just pause? This is nothing to do. Sorry, this is nothing to do with the show whatsoever. But my cat is scratching at the back door to get in, so I'm going to have to get up and deal with that again.
All right, we need some kind of. This is when having guests would be really handy. But you want to go?
It would be, wouldn't it?
Go ahead, run.
1 second.
You know, Rory cats must be obeyed. He who must be obeyed. So everyone get to enjoy the time listening to Rory Cats coming and joining in the hangout. He did last time too. So I think there's something about Bearing Bingo. There must be something about Bearing Bingo that brings him back all the time. Da, 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 da. Here we go. Kevin's getting sorted now.
Right. Hello.
Yep, and we're back. So here we go.
Pandy the Vaginal Vampire, every member of the Fisty Splinters Regressive Cuckhole Fuckhead Squad, and of course...
mentions a YouTuber I sub. There we go.
Yeah, I got that one.
Do you have that also? I decided, you know, when he brings people up for no reason, like when he had your picture in there or clip and your and Moriarty's, that's bearing drama. So we should have given ourselves some
yeah, I think we'll go bearing drama. Yeah.
Yeah, because he's really
Bearing drama.
Danny. Now, the reason I bring this up is because I think I may have found this channel's next lol cow. I'd like to introduce you to Asian Dave.
What's up, YouTube? This is me, Asian Dave, aka Fanatical for Jesus, aka Don Way, aka David Chiu.
Sup, Dave? Good to have you with us. Now, if you wouldn't mind, could you briefly explain to the good people why I'm so happy to have you as our next lol cow?
I am a social justice lawyer, and I'm proud to be a social justice lawyer.
Very good. Describe yourself as a social justice warrior, Asian Dave. What is it that motivates you?
We still live in a patriarchal society. We still live in a white supremacist society that values whiteness over people of color and men over women. And that's just as a whole.
So if you wouldn't mind expanding on that a little bit, let's focus on, say, the white supremacist bit. Where would you say white privilege comes from, Asian Dave? What's the underlying cause?
White privilege is caused because we live in a white supremacist world.
So for anyone playing at home, if you have a lame joke anticipating, I think you're gonna basically be full of content or getting the bingo on that one in terms of the square. So
Yeah.
That values whiteness over color. So that's where white privilege stems from.
Well, I don't think the planet itself values whiteness over colours. Pretty impartial when it comes to favourite colours.
okay, I've got misrepresents. I think that pretending like he's talking about the planet totally counts.
I don't have
Right.
that one, but you can.
Okay.
Yeah, that's.
When you say we live in a white supremacist
Yeah. Okay.
world, you must be talking about the people of the world. But even that's a bit of a stretch, isn't it? Didn't America just have a black president who served 2 terms in office? Don't Asians out-earn white people on average? Isn't there a heap of white people in Africa living in fear of losing their property and even their lives? I mean, your statement just doesn't make much sense.
Oh, is that? Oh God, it's almost as if white people have absolutely raped that fucking continent dry for centuries.
Yeah. And yeah.
Terrible, but no.
I'm
But we
not
should
gonna
really
say-
feel sorry for the incredibly rich white people in those places. Yeah, definitely.
We need to figure out what kind of fallacy that is. It might be relative privation. I don't know. I'll have to think about it.
It's my white people fallacy or whatever.
Okay, so I forgot at gender studies argument at gender studies as a category.
Yeah.
I'll have to add that one too. Yeah.
Would you mind expanding on it for us a little bit?
What I feel about it is it's not my responsibility to educate you on how you're privileged as a white person. It's not my responsibility to educate you on white privilege.
Oh, okay. So stand on your soapbox and denounce all the white devils for being privileged cunts. But the second your reasoning is questioned, you don't owe nobody nothing.
It's got to be what's the straw man?
Yeah, and Adham.
Surely.
Yeah, I would take straw man on that. Definitely.
I think straw man, because at no point did he mention. Oh, and Andy said the C. Drop the C bomb in there as well.
Oh, I don't have that one this time. Damn it.
Well, there you go.
And would you also call
yeah, because at no point did he say, did the bloke say, "Oh, the white devil cunts" or whatever the phrase he used there. You think, well, that's not what is being referred to there. You know, it's not. It's blatant straw man misrepresentation of the argument.
Yeah. And now I can't remember what he said, and I can't remember if it was technically an Adham, and I don't want to go back and listen again, so I'm just going to keep going.
Yeah.
Why did you even make this video if that's your attitude?
Me doing this video right now is just this is pretty much me being nice.
Oh, is it? Gee, thanks.
If tomorrow like something happened to where all people of color were treated as equal to all white people and all women were treated as equal to all men, I still would not be satisfied because that's just here in the United States.
Well, you didn't say it was only people in the United States, but please do go on.
I would want to see that happen worldwide. Then I'll be satisfied. And until that happens, I'm going to keep I'm going to stay on YouTube and I'm going to continue speaking out against inequality. I'm going to continue speaking out against racism, white supremacy, sexism, and misogyny continuously. I'm not going to be silenced.
Well, good for you, man. You should never be silenced, no matter how dumb your ideas are.
And anybody who tries to silence me, they can go.
So that definitely calling him dumb is an Adham.
Yeah.
I'm Adham fallacy away from bingo, by the way.
Ooh, I'm still 2 away from anything. I've got 8 or something, but they're too dispersed. Oh,
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, I think this just proves that women are better than men at bingo.
Correct.
That's a callback joke for people who watched the first one. You have to go to get, yeah.
Go ahead and shut the hell up. I also want to educate you, you ignorant ass white caucasoids about another thing.
Yeah, ignorant ass white caucasoids are fucking horrible, aren't they?
The term racism. Okay, I get a lot of ignorant ass white caucasoids. I want to talk about how I'm racist and everything and blah 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 blah. Okay, let me educate you guys on what the word racism is.
Okay.
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 I'm
sorry, did you just come? Because you sound...
Do you have a slowing down?
Do I? Yes, slow motion. Boom.
Yep, there you go.
Like you came.
Okay, racism. Any attitude, action, or institutional structure which subordinates a person or group because of their color. Racism is not just a matter of attitudes. Actions and institutional structures can also be a...
He's just ripping this guy's video off.
Yep.
I didn't come here
Hello.
to, hey, so, hey, welcome. Sorry about the time thing. Stupid
And
planet.
where the fuck have you been?
It's a New Zealand thing. Oh, we heard you, but now you're gone.
Oh, well, this is... Michael, you've let Kristi down. You've let me down. But myself down. And that's what... I'm not angry. I'm disappointed, frankly. I have no idea if you can hear that joke, but...
It's a pretty good joke, yeah.
I hope he can't, because that would make it even funnier. Because he's just blank-facedly... I don't know what he's doing. Well, he's upside down for a start. Oh, he's gone.
He quit. He's going to come back.
Thanks for popping by, dickhead.
It was a drive-by. Yeah, it was mocking. Hello, I'm supposed to be here. Bye.
We just got drive-by mic'd. Ridiculous.
Well, that's still more original content than Bearings put into his video.
Hey! Nice. That is a burn.
All right, so we'll continue on with watching Dave's video here, because it's not really Bearings' video, although it is on his channel.
Yeah.
Racism.
Yeah. Let's look at Bearings' mirror of Dave's video.
Yeah, basically.
So racism is not just about an attitude.
No, you've misinterpreted the shit out of that. Here's the first bit.
Any attitude, action, or institutional structure which subordinates a person or group because of their color.
I assume you meant to say colour and not scholar at the end there. So that was any attitude, action, or institutional structure which subordinates a person or group because of their colour. And here's the second bit.
Racism is not just a matter of attitude.
You haven't marked down. You haven't marked down straw man fallacy, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Actions and institutional structures can also be a form of racism.
Can also be a form of racism. Actions and institutional structures can also be a form of racism.
Yeah, you're back.
Hi. Sorry, the audio wasn't working for some reason.
Well, if we can't hear your dulcet tones, then what's the point?
I know. What the hell's the point? Sorry, the whole daylight saving thing just screwed me in the face. Which card should I use?
That's okay.
Should I just choose a random card?
Right. So
yes. A card, and we'll fill in the ones we've got so far, because you're turning up late because of your incorrect time zonedness.
Just the worst. Just the friggin' worst.
I think Michael should play from where he starts.
No,
yeah,
let's be fair. We'll give him what we've got already, so that it's like when a kid comes in with a shit drawing and you have to put it on the fridge.
Mom, Kevin's being... Oh wait, no, Kristi's being mean to me. Kevin, Kristi's being mean.
Just so you know, when we have video feed in the past, people did drop out when I put the video on. So maybe switch over to your avatar for a lower bandwidth demand.
In other words, you're an ugly fucker. You're an ugly bastard. No one wants to look at your face, all right? Come on there.
I do look pretty gross in the time of the morning. Like I literally woke up like 10 minutes ago.
To be fair, you do sound it. He's like,
I currently have no idea what's going on. I'm just like, I'm zombie.
I need coffee, man. Fuck.
So the cards are in the photo album.
Yeah, I got one. Let me open it.
Yep.
I normally have a second screen. My second fucking screen's not working. Piece of shit. Okay.
I use paint.
Oh yeah, good idea. Good idea.
And you know, technically, we're supposed to be broadcasting now. By the way, people, just so we know, because this is we might as well be sat in the fucking pub at this stage. This is ridiculous.
Are we actually live?
We are. If we were,
Yes.
yeah, if this was
Yeah.
live, I would probably make this a bonus clip at the end. We're like, this is what it was really like.
Oh, jeez. Welcome to reality, everyone. Where's my? I just downloaded it. God damn it.
All right. So what? I've got mine on the
Okay.
screen, so you should be able to read mine as we play and catch up with them, and then Kevin can just go through any of mine that he has that are unique.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
So I'm going to
let me
keep going with the
see
video
this
for
one.
the sake of the viewers who are probably bored out of their minds listening to us do our text. So here we go.
Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys.
That's
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, we would rather
I'm
have
good.
you.
I'm good. Here we go.
You were about to spin some more bullshit.
Like a minority cannot be racist because we can be prejudiced, but we don't have the institutional power to be racist.
You don't need institutional power to be racist. You've just got to be a cunt who doesn't like other races.
Cunt. I got cunt.
Yeah. Yeah. We already had. This is the second C bomb he's dropped.
Oh, okay. Well, I
yes.
got. Okay, I just got. Oh, that's an ugly X I just drew. Okay, good. Yep.
Because
It's okay. I've got several ugly X's. Hey. Hey.
Hey. Hold on. Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. You guys have been going for what, half an hour at the most, right? And you've already got how many X's?
Oh man. Oh, got the first video. The first video.
Oh,
was so
Jesus
crazy.
Christ.
You got to go back and watch.
Yeah, when
Oh,
it goes up, you've got to watch it. It's the most tedious thing. I would rather watch paint, already dried paint to dry. What
Well,
happened?
you're gonna have to go back and watch it.
It was just a
We're not gonna
dude talking, and it was literally just his video, and Baring didn't add anything at all.
That's so weird.
TLDW, he had screen capped him writing comments trolling a guy, and then made that into a video.
That's so weird.
Oh, Jesus Christ, we've been invaded by late arriving Kiwis everywhere.
How's it going? Did you already explain to them what's going on?
Yeah, I
Daylight
explained. Yeah. I thought that we factored it in. Like, I totally thought we factored it in. Like, I looked at because Kristi sent the thing, and it said 10 hours from now. I was like, sweet, 10 hours from now, and I looked, and it was wrong.
I just assumed the rest of the world understood this thing, and I thought you guys were on board.
We did ours like last weekend or 2 weekends ago. And in the US, they did it like 2 weekends before that. You know what? The world needs to get itself organized and have daylight savings time on the same day. That's what we're doing.
Or just not do daylight savings time because it's stupid. Just don't do it.
All right. Yeah.
That's an unflattering thumbnail. Can I get an X for that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm a bit late, so I guess
we've got slow motion. So if you've got slow motion, tick that fucker off.
No, I'm gonna wait until I actually see it because I wanna be like, Murr, but I see that it's an unflattering thumbnail, and is yeah, that's good. That's good. I'm good with that.
So should I wait for this round before I start playing?
No. Jump in. You have your card all ready to go?
Yeah, I'm all prepared.
Okay, and then also Kevin, because Kevin is the alpha potato, he decided to be really nice.
Ready.
You get to mark off. You get to mark off all the ones that we have already.
I haven't done that though because I didn't want to do that.
Which card do I use? I've got a bunch of cards here.
Michael, you're going to do that.
Look, Kevin, don't tell me what to fucking do, alright? Don't tell me.
There's like 4 or 5 cards. Which card do I use?
The alarm is for me, not for you.
Anything. Okay, wicked. I'll use this one.
Kristi, Kevin's bossing me around. Can you use your amazing feminist powers to stop him, please?
You're on a 10-second timeout. All right, so let's just calm down and focus because we're all here to really direct our ire at Baring. Hey, don't interrupt me. You asked for my help.
Fuck the police.
God, this is chaos.
Kristi. Totally off topic. But I was watching the one janitor video last night, and he referenced you. He was like, "Oh, I of course I pray to Kristi Winters every night," or something like that. And I was like, "Lol." That was real funny.
I'll have to get that and put it in a video.
Yeah.
It's funny because it's a joke. Yeah.
Yeah, right. No, definitely.
All right, back.
It's not true or nothing. All right.
All right, let's focus on Baring. You guys go.
Okay. Like those ignorant ass white Caucasoids you mentioned earlier.
What? Oh, ad hom.
What else? Okay, here's a better way to understand. Let me break it down for you. A better way to understand what racism is. It's power plus privilege and prejudice. No, okay, let me start that. It's power and privilege plus prejudice. That equals racism.
It's clear you don't have a fucking clue what you're talking about, Asian Dave. But go on.
Is there an insult in the title?
Counter.
Can someone just joined? So.
Lolco. Yeah, Lolco.
Oh, sweet. All right, so give that a 2.
And SJW. Oh, do I have that thing? I don't think I have that thing.
I'll go on. Even though he doesn't make, other than saying you're stupid, he hasn't actually countered his points yet.
Yeah. Okay.
Therefore, we cannot be racist against the majority. We can be prejudiced, but prejudice and racism is not the same. So stop accusing minorities of being reverse racist or whatever stupid shit you want to say.
Reverse racism is fucking stupid. It's just racism. You are just racist.
I actually agree with that. There is no special white people's right, so let's just, there's no extra bonus for that, but hey, look at that. Bearing and I agree on something.
Yeah, but he's ignoring, he's totally ignoring what Asian Dave is saying, he's trying to explain the difference between like individual, prejudice towards a person because of their skin color, and then, institutional oppression. He's trying to explain that difference, and Bearing's like, that don't fucking matter, bar.
Yeah, that's
that should be like the free space one is Bearing gets something right.
Totally.
Yeah. The clock is right.
I like my little Total Drama Island reference, but yeah. Anyway,
wait, because I'm catching up. So after 1,000 subs, that's a tick, right? Give that one a tick. Pretty sure Asian Dave is.
Because Asian Dave is he's not a big channel, I would imagine.
How does the free space work?
Misrepresented him? Has there been a misrepresent?
Just wait till you see them, Tim. No, that's the fun of bingo. It's the fun of bingo.
I know, but I'm catching up because of fucking daylight savings.
Yeah, no, I haven't either though. Okay. I haven't. I've just left them.
But I want to win, Michael.
All right, so you're trying to. I can't impose my rules on his rules on Tim. What kind of bullshit is this?
You guys are stupid.
I want to win these.
I'm going back to bed. Screw this.
Right, back to the video.
Oh, by the way, you still need to clean your fucking room, boy.
Hey, my room, it's kind of cleaner because I had an uncle staying here, so I had to clean it, and so it's kind of clean. Anyway, how does the free space work?
Focus.
How does free space work?
Is a free space. It's guaranteed, so you can get a diagonal on it.
Oh,
so
okay.
Yeah, so it's basically already
So it's already crossed.
Yeah, just take it, bitch.
Have it. Take that egg in this free space.
Back to Bearing.
You to it, Asian Dave, but I'm sure we'll catch up again real soon. Bye.
Oh, okay.
He didn't say anything. He didn't, other than that one point he made that was vaguely interesting. Nothing.
Oh, I mean, look at this. So, wait, Michael. So he's got, you can see it on the screen. There's like a little bit where he does editing, and then he takes this guy's video and he just puts in little bits in this guy's video and calls him names, and he just. That's it, and that's the category of fair use when like more than half the video belongs to someone else.
We've decided that he doesn't actually produce videos so much as he mirrors someone else's video and puts in tiny little clips of himself. He's like the biggest piss taker I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so for me, I just need where, and I need a pot or. Where is when he like plays a victim, pretends that he's the one being wrong or someone else that he's like being outraged on someone else's behalf, and then add populum fallacy, and I've got bingo.
Well, isn't Ware kind of complaining about real racism? Where white people
didn't he say, because he said real racism didn't exist, did it?
Yeah.
I think he needs to be.
When I say real racism, I mean racism towards whites. That's what
but
it's not about
so much.
him.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say no on that one.
Okay. What? Do we tick fair use? So fair use is where he is obviously just it's just shitty, not even.
Yeah, if more than half the video belongs to somebody else or is a compilation of other people's works, then then that's fair use. So Kevin wants to do this random thing where we go every 10th video.
Yeah, that's cool.
2, 6, 10. I think we've got Andy Pandy vaginal vampire. Sorry, can't even see it. Vampire again. Okay, this time, Michael, you get to see what we experienced, and the whole audience, everyone who watched from the start, they know what's coming. and you don't know what's coming. So I just want to say, this is going to be, if you haven't watched this before.
Vampire. What?
No, this one. But you know, one that I thought.
Now you can rock the cradle or go around the world while enjoying beech nut fruit spread.
There we go. Sorry about that.
I was gonna say one I thought that we needed to add to the bingo was when he does a cutaway to like me or Michael or Kevin or somebody else just randomly in the video. That would be like a random cutaway where it just I don't know, it goes to Kevin. He's like, "You dickhead," and then it cuts back to his video because he does that so much. But that's kind of like a free space because that's in every single video.
Well, it's bearing drama. Anytime he brings up his own personal drama. Yeah.
So when it has me on the bad guy, you fucking cunt, or whatever, that's bearing drama. Oh, sweet.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
Yep.
Let's do it.
Gum.
Bearing has made a response to my last response video based off of his response video about the original Let's Talk About Periods video. So here we are for part 2 of Let's Talk About Periods.
This guy's fake, by the way. If you guys know that.
Oh no, what's the story? Oh God, fuck the sound. His sound mixes are terrible. What's the story? He's being fake.
Oh, the guy came out later and said it was all just a troll, so he's not real. Just so you guys know, he's made up.
Wow, that's great.
So hold on, Bearing got trolled.
Bearing
got trolled by some guy.
Yeah.
So
because I was talking to someone about it, and I was like, "Wow, this, one of the only kind of funny videos I've seen from him is the vaginal vampire guy, because that guy's really extreme and crazy." And they were just like, "He's fake." Well, he came out and he was just like, I made it up." And I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, I guess I can't even give him that then. It's just him responding to a troll guy."
Okay.
So Bearing got trolled, and so he's more stupid than Steve Shives, obviously.
Yeah, this guy's fake. He's not a real person.
Lol.
All right. So,
anyways, we can still do bingo. So.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know what the hell this is. What's that? What's this?
Basically,
that was an image he threw in there. So, yeah,
that's
weird,
gotta be
random.
something.
along the way, I inadvertently, accidentally hurt Bearing's feelings. I was not intending to hurt Bearing's feelings. But, you guys would have to understand that when somebody is attacking,
why is he laughing?
Basically your personal life, attack.
That's his version of comedy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Funny. You don't respond. You just laugh at them.
Yeah,
that's comedy, man.
Fuck? Hilarious.
I'm rolling here. Can't you hear it in my voice?
Your ideologies and basically causing an echo chamber of insane trolls to come over and attack your channel, you would probably be a little bit upset too.
We're not talking about Bearing's feelings anymore, are we?
So based off of Bearing's last response video, Bearing seems to think that I somehow feel guilty or that I somehow feel ashamed for being attracted to women on their periods or for keeping my ex-girlfriend's blood-soiled menstrual pad.
Yeah, stop trying to make them the same issue. In my first video, I said I know some couples do have sex during the woman's period, but it's just not something that I'm keen on. The keeping your ex-girlfriend's blood-soiled menstrual...
What the fuck is this?
It's him responding to a troll. The guy said that he saves his ex-girlfriend's tampons and he sucks on them and shit.
Oh, Jesus, why? No.
But it's all made up. It's just that guy being an asshole. And then Bearing's just responding to it like it's a serious thing.
Oh my God, what a fucking idiot. Oh, Jesus. Okay.
It's really, really weird. And 99% of people are going to agree with me on that. You can make us as many exasperated explanation videos as you like. You're just not going to convince people that it's in any way a normal thing to do.
That's an ad pop.
Hey, guys. You know what that means for me?
You got a line.
Woo! It's rigged.
Goddamn
Russians hacked this game.
I don't have popular fallacy. I just realized that was one.
But thanks for that. Because we're all playing as a group, So also I'll switch over to a different color. So now that I have bingo, I'll go on to a second round. So yeah.
It's like that game where you match. It's like that game where you match rows or whatever, and then when the rows you match them, they go together and make a fireball and then attack the bad guy. And so this is us all making them together, and they come together and smash Bearing in the face.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
was a very visual description. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.
Thank you. Yeah.
Actually, I think we're gonna play a lot. I'm actually gonna undo all of my X's and start from a fresh card. So
I wish I could undo all my X's.
Oh, you know what? Since I got bingo, this is the other thing. Should we all just start from scratch? Because I got bingo. Because we're gonna do a couple rounds with 3 of us. So.
Oh, let's just keep going. I only got three X's, so. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So let me just say for the record that I'm not ashamed of anything that I've ever talked about on this channel.
That's good, mate. Power to you. I mean, it's probably a good thing to not feel too much shame if you're somebody who does really weird shit like you.
I'm not ashamed for being attracted to women during their menstrual cycle, and I'm not ashamed for keeping my ex-girlfriend's menstrual pads.
So
I'm curious.
Pause for a sec.
How exactly did you come to be?
Response video.
Oh no!
I don't want to watch it all again. So hold on, he's just basically. I know it's a troll, but still, he's just like kink shaming a dude. That's all he's doing.
Yeah.
Cool. What an awesome, what a cool guy. What a great intellectual mind.
I thought I hit pause, but I hit the time stamp, so we're just going to go to a random point.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure that the bloke who stashes away soiled pads and keeps them for a year and a half is the most appropriate person to be making psychological assessments of people.
I think a lot of Bering's audience, when they come, maybe Bering himself, when he originally found, how did you find my channel, by the way, Bering? How did you find my channel? Just curious.
One of your subscribers sent me an email. Well, I guess she's one of my subscribers too. But she sent me an email with a link to your video saying, hey, Bering, look at this weird fucked up video that Andy just made. You should make a video about it.
It was a little bit shocking to have Bering's echo chamber of complete, utter misogynistic insanity.
Mate, people criticizing you for doing something super weird and fucked up doesn't make them misogynists.
Well, he doesn't know what's in the comments. Sorry, I shouldn't comment too much on the content, but he doesn't know what he does know what his fans leave in the comments.
Of course,
so he does know it's misogynistic. All right, sorry, that was just a rant. That wasn't a point
the
about
whole,
the bingo.
The whole, it's not. It's criticism. It's just criticism. No, it's not.
Yeah, take it.
It's not criticism.
Please make that
fuck off.
Register in your fucking head. No chick, no misogyny.
So,
whoa, what? No chick, no misogyny. So you can't use misogynistic. I guess if you're not a woman, you can't point out misogyny.
No, I think he's saying that if you're not,
I didn't understand it.
Yeah, if you're not a woman, then no, the misogyny is not happening because you're not. You're being targeted, and you're not a woman, so it's not misogyny. That's what he's saying.
So can I tick being an idiot? I didn't seem to have that on the thing. Being dumb. That's not on the card.
Straw man?
No, it's not on the card.
That would be a good one.
Straw man, yeah.
That'd be a good one. That was dumb.
Yeah.
Tick.
That was dumb.
Because he says a lot of dumb shit, so it'd be perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here we go.
Hold on. So that means that no one can, unless there's a woman present, no one can be misogynist.
Yeah.
Surely that must fall under one of these things.
That's
just outright stupidity.
I think that's a logical conclusion. The KKK rallies aren't racist because there are no black people present.
Yeah, true story. True story.
Shouldn't confusing point be on that? Sorry, I just keep trying to improve the card. I'm like confusing point. Muddled
your
point.
job here, Tim. Your whole point here is to attack Kristi's work, not Bering's.
Basically.
Yeah.
This card is unacceptable.
He's testing out.
This
his own
card is just
version.
virtue signaling.
He wants to be the Betamax to my VHS.
Ooh.
He sees a market
this
now.
Card is. This is just going to be virtue
espionage.
signal.
It's corporate espionage. You see the team's version out soon with really obscure, like very common comments.
You must just be maybe an anti-feminist, anti-social justice warrior or something, and that's something that I want to address.
Why is it that when you do something fucked up, all you do is hurl insults at everyone else and pretend that the issues that need addressing are any
self-awareness?
Yep.
Well, so she gets bingo again. That's 2 lots of bingo for old Womsy McMahon.
Yeah.
Is that
lack of self-awareness? Okay, cool. There should be a lack of self-awareness one.
Sorry, exactly. He called the bloke. He dropped 2 C-bombs on old Asian Dave. So I mean, I really don't know where he gets off on accusing others of just using insults. But,
well, he could just say what. He should just say like, why is it that projection? Next point.
Yeah.
Projection. How is calling someone anti-social justice warrior an insult? That's just a label.
Well, that means I don't know. Yeah, isn't that like really nice thing to say to someone?
SJW is obviously an insult. So surely being an anti-SJW must be positive in these people's eyes.
Yeah, anti something bad. That's
How dare you insult me by describing what I'm doing?
But they also seem to think that anti-fascists are bad. So I mean, I really don't know where these people draw the line, to be honest.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, isn't it?
Okay, back to the video.
Yours. They're yours, man.
If you are an anti-feminist, or if you are an anti-social justice warrior, or if you are an anti-blood soiled period pad kind of guy.
Yes, I am categorically that last one.
It's so good knowing
I love that he's
troll.
drawn a distinction there. Yeah, if you're one of the anti-blood soil pad guys, yeah, I think I am. To be honest,
Snappy of an anti-SPW. That's quite a snappy thing to be.
Jesus.
So you
yeah, we need a.
That's perfectly fine.
What was that, Michael?
I was just saying we need an acronym for anti-blood soil panty. So you got SJW.
I can't ridicule you for that. I just want
P.
Okay, back to the video.
Hemophobe. Lol.
Okay, video.
to make sure that you're not coming to my channel under the wrong impression. A lot of Bering's, followers are under this impression that I'm somehow this crazy leftist, feminazi, whatever, this crazy liberal-minded, uber, super duper, leftist, crazy feminist Nazi.
Try making a fucking out of this description.
This guy's so funny.
Jesus.
Crazy.
That's not an acronym, that's a sentence.
Moody, crazy, mad, left liberal, mad, crazy, liberal. Ah, so crazy.
This is like what Alex Jones would be like if he took a real downer drug just to chill him out a bit.
What was that?
Was it Alex?
Alex Jones. It's the same kind of bullshit rhetoric with long descriptions that don't actually mean anything. But he's not
And he
also
loves
ranting
period
about
blood.
alien lizard Jews or something. Yeah.
If he ranted about period blood a lot instead.
This would be like Alex Jones if he took heroin, basically.
Okay, back to the video.
This guy's
Does
so
your
funny.
political leaning have any relevance here? Like, how do you think that? I am under the impression that you kept your ex-girlfriend's blood-soiled pad for a year and a half, and I am under that impression because that's what you said that you did. People to understand.
Bering's followers come to my channel, they've gotten the wrong impression that somehow I'm this closed-minded feminazi that, doesn't really see the grand picture of things. I mean, you men cannot be this. I mean, unless Bering's entire fan base is living under some type of a rock, how can you, ladies and gentlemen, be so opposed to a man or a woman or anybody for that matter saying that they're attracted to women on their menstrual cycles?
Once again,
So good. He's just, reel it a bit like a fish. Wow.
The period is not the issue. I wouldn't do it, but each to their own. People find it very, very disturbing that you would keep your ex-girlfriend's soiled pad for a year and a half.
So I made a video
Seriously,
about it so that people could go and yell at you.
Yeah,
Well, he's got
Bering
him
be more
there.
skeptical. Isn't that what he criticized Steve for? Is not criticizing and thinking that maybe sounds a little too outlandish. I should investigate that further.
Maybe he just did this to have him say, like, I don't know, soiled period blood pads, and then put it into a song with a thumbnail saying Bering says soiled pad, and it's a big
like
troll.
Kristi just said, he went off at Steve Shives for not using any skepticism at all when he made that quote unquote troll character. This is exactly the same thing.
Well, it was so he could put Steve into a song with Steve saying, I love me some chicks with dicks, and then just play that on a loop. So he could just make a song with Bering saying soiled panty pads or whatever. Soiled panty pads. Soiled panty pads. Bering is stupid. I Trojan. That could be some good content.
There we go. Okay, back to the video.
How many fucking times do I need to tell you this?
Why is it so?
Hey, wait, he's making the video. He could have edited this out.
Yeah.
He only had to say it once. You could show him doing it 3 times and just saying, "Look, I'm only going to tell you this once."
The whole
Little note.
You're actually talking to the person thing is such a lame joke.
It's lonely.
Whether it's a joke or it's whatever it is. Is that one of the
someone to talk to?
Pretending that you're talking to someone when they're not.
I'm so lonely.
Michael, you're okay. All right, back to the video.
Weird that I kept my girlfriend's blood soiled menstrual pad.
I have an idea. Get in touch with your ex-girlfriend and explain the situation to her. That people are criticising you on the internet for keeping her soiled pad. And that it would be great if she could make a guest appearance in one of your videos explaining that it's really quite a normal, everyday thing to do.
If we continue to have that,
So hold on,
closed-minded
hold on.
mindset,
So it's okay. It's not okay that he does it, but it's okay as long as he has the permission of the girl. What?
Also, why does he need to say that? Because it's obviously not like a normal thing. It's obviously a bit of a weird kink or whatever. But most men aren't that. So why does he put it on that one person to justify or unjustify the thing? Like, it's irrelevant what she thinks, basically. Surely.
He's trying to protect the girl, the fictional girl.
But well, yeah, but even so, like, how is she being harmed?
I don't know.
Because
I don't see
the
that
guy's
she's
creepy,
being harmed.
I guess.
Well, the guy's creepy, but that's probably why she dumped him, I imagine.
But
Yeah.
none of this happened. This is a prank. This is just shit posting. This didn't really happen.
No, it can't be. It's on the internet. They wouldn't allow it on the internet if it wasn't true.
But that's the thing. When I originally saw this video, I was like, so Bering finally found someone who's kind of worthy of criticism because they're so out there. But then when I found out it was fake, I was like, well, I guess so much for that credit I just gave him because it was made up.
You use the word criticism, but you know that doesn't. It's not. It's just him.
Well, I mean, I think if this was real, if this guy was actually like randomly saving the pads or tampons of his ex, I think that is kind of weird behavior. I mean, I don't know if it's predatory or something, but it is a bit creepy.
Yeah, but
and he seems so proud of it.
Is making a response, quote unquote criticism video about him on the internet. What does that achieve? It achieves nothing.
I mean, I guess you could mention it once, but I'm not sure about the 3-parter. Like, it seems a bit stretching it out a little bit. Maybe just mentioning, like, hey, this guy seems a bit predatory or something. I don't know.
Jim,
watch out.
This absolutely achieves nothing.
Yeah.
What's that? Do you think that he's milking the pad?
Oh,
by going on and on about it?
Is that actually a joke? Is that actually a? I don't know what that is.
Back to the
video. Bering joke. You made a Bering joke.
Creepy mindset towards periods. Somehow they're nasty. Somehow they should be shoved under the rug.
Mate, if anyone has a creepy mindset towards periods, it's fucking you.
We're gonna breed a generation of, kind of borderline misogynistic, Bering types, anti-feminist, anti-social justice, anti-period Bering types.
Part of this saga, you had have just owned up to your weirdness and said, yep,
anti-period.
I know it's weird, but I don't care. I'm just going to go on with my life. Things would have settled down without too much damage being done to your reputation. But you didn't do that. Instead, you decided to start throwing mindless, immature accusations at people based on nothing but your obvious shame for being such a disgusting, perverted deviant.
Okay, well, I think that's appeal to motive and ad hom and straw manning.
There's definitely ad hom there. Disgusting deviant. What is he like? Some kind of like religious. He's like some kind of like religious shamer, like deviant.
Yeah, he's like a conservative idiot. Oh, these sexual deviancy. Oh, you're not practicing only missionary, you disgusting deviant.
All right, let's see what else he has to say.
Your actions have dramatic.
I was just gonna say, like, again, the whole video is Bering's hardly said anything. It's just the video of a guy, and Bering doesn't even respond. He just kind of sits there and goes,
He's like, you call other people names, you deviant. It's like, you just okay, whatever.
Okay.
Increased the amount of people that know this about you and that will know this about you. You are forever going to be known as that cringe-inducing, perverted fuck that fished his ex-girlfriend's blood-soiled pad out of the bin and kept it as some kind of sick momentum for a year and a half. Have fun with that.
You showed him.
It's other people. Oh, people had tweeted him things, and so he's using other people's content to pad out his video.
The video's already freaking 8 minutes long. He doesn't need any more fucking video tweets.
How much longer is this bit of tweets?
It's 11 minutes.
All right, we're back
You
to.
can't see what you're doing is weird and fucked up. You are immature and deluded.
Why are you so uncomfortable that I kept my ex-girlfriend's blood-soiled period pad? I don't think it's that fucking weird. Honestly, there's a lot other weirder shit in this world than some guy keeping an ex-girlfriend's blood-soiled menstrual pad. I no longer have this blood-soiled menstrual pad, in case anybody's wondering.
He just says it over and over.
I know. You can tell he's fake because he just keeps saying blood-soiled menstrual pad over and over. Like, come on, dude.
This needs a subset where all the squares are just blood soaked. You have to decide where.
Someone in the comments just said that Bering is padding his video out.
I swear to God, where's the skepticism?
No, Kev, we can't hear you. I wonder why you were so quiet.
Yeah, me too. Okay, well, you work that out.
Let's Kevin
I'll
go.
play the video.
I was wondering why Kevin was so quiet. All right.
Yes. All right, back to the video while Kevin works out his audio. Maybe he can drop out and come back in, and that'll fix it.
All my ex-girlfriend's stuff in a memorabilia box, and I sunk it in the ocean to sort of, just let go of that relationship forever. So, am I still menstrual pad?
Right, so it is creepy to keep the blood sore.
How can you take him seriously?
I sunk it in the ocean. What?
He took all his ex-girlfriend stuff and sunk it in the ocean so that he could let go of the relationship. Jesus.
All right.
Old menstrual pad. At least you can admit that now.
I no longer have this blood-soiled menstrual pad from my ex-girlfriend, but you better fucking believe it that if I fall deeply, madly, passionately in love with another woman someday, I will definitely be keeping one of her blood-soiled menstrual stained period pads. Because that's just how I roll.
Other videos. That's just how I roll.
Like his thing is basically just presenting someone's other video to his audience. And then just like going, that's stupid. Oh wow, you suck. It's so dumb. Oh,
At this point, I'm more interested by Andy Pandy than anything else. I'm just going to keep watching for him.
And he's fucking hilarious.
If we get another one of these, we have to do an official count of how many times he says that phrase.
I think he did a video where he just said it's all fake. I don't know where it is or whatever. But...
Oh, on the video.
Love and adore and worship women, and there's nothing creepy about keeping a blood-soiled menstrual pad if you love a woman.
How many times has he said it?
Basically, what this whole controversy boils down to is somehow I've made all these men and also a few misogynistic women super ooper duper uncomfortable with maybe their sexuality or my sexuality.
Your sexuality, mate. And do you honestly believe that women who criticize you for being a filthy, dirty, degenerate cunt are misogynists?
Can't.
Mate, you are.
Oh, tick.
Lol.
Why is he so angry?
He's angry because he called him a misogynist.
How dare
it's like the worst thing ever, right? He's just getting really upset because he's saying misogyny. Oh my god.
Yeah, because he shouldn't toughen up and hey, words don't hurt, right?
Yeah, it's just words on the internet, man.
Yeah.
It's just words on the internet. Stop being so fucking.
What's that face for?
sensitive.
Yeah. Exactly.
Jesus. Wow.
Disgusting, and you're fucking stupid.
Bering's audience and probably Bering himself don't exactly honor women. They don't exactly respect women.
Right, now I really want to know whether your ex-girlfriend knew that you kept her soiled pad or whether you fished it out of the bin like the disrespectful little rat-faced deviant that you are. Here's a hint. He's a disrespectful little rat-faced fucking deviant. But I'd still love to confirm this. If anyone can put me in touch with Andrew Marlowe's ex-girlfriend, please let me know.
So...
Wow.
I want to get in their personal business.
What a fucking...
Let me into their lives. I want to get in there.
Wow.
Why?
I'm going to invade this woman's life because the guy called... he wants to invade this woman's life because a guy called him a misogynist on the internet.
Yeah.
It's not fucking business.
he's creeped out by someone else's sexual kinks or whatever, and so now he wants to go and like hunt this girl down and ask her questions.
She's like, "Who are you?
Oh,
what are you doing in
what
my
is
life?"
this guy?
And he's not doing it because it's like a principle thing. Because if it was a principle thing, he would have started out with that from the beginning. And now it's like a vindictive. Like, I want to. This guy pissed me off. I want
ruin
to
your
find out who
life.
his boyfriend was. Yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
Your
What a
ex-boyfriend
fucking
called me a misogynist. Oh, Andy does
Hello,
things
can
with
you hear me?
stains, stains, whatever.
Hi, Kev.
Hello,
Hello.
Yay, Kev's back.
Yay.
victory.
Were you just like
All right.
screaming at the computer for like 20 minutes?
Yes.
To the
Yes,
void.
I was.
What did you say? Was it interesting?
And I was just, I was just going to say, I think it's interesting. The joke's gone now, totally gone. I was just going to say he's having a go at this guy for collecting his ex-girlfriend's monthly deposits so that he can get other people's monthly deposits on Patreon. Which would have been slightly more funny had it been during the video with the guy saying that repeatedly over and over again.
We can
Cue
edit it in
Google.
post. So
We'll
Okay.
retrospectively laugh. Yep.
I'll edit that back in the video.
Urge you,
On-
Bearing, to maybe try to get in touch with your feminine side a little bit. Maybe have sex, a little bit more sex with your wife or whoever. Maybe don't be afraid to, get your girlfriend.
This guy is amazing.
We found a new star
Oh.
of Bearing Bingo.
Oh my
Mhm.
god.
Yes.
I can just see Baron just like fucking freaking out about it.
I think he was going somewhere, so I'm just going to go back a little bit here.
Maybe don't be afraid to, lick your girlfriend's vagina when she's got her period.
Mate, if you are doing this for the traffic and the ad revenue, fuck. I hope you really enjoy your few $100 because you have just fucked your reputation for life. What a
Why?
for
lie.
life. It's all over.
Your reputation
why
for
is that?
life.
You're done.
I don't get that at all.
Apparently my reputation is
he
fucked for
thought-
life as well, because
Yeah, my reaction to that would just be like, shut up.
lol.
I'm gonna go do
Yes.
something fun. I'm gonna play a video game.
Yep.
Fucking douchebag.
Did I miss any things when I was gone, by the way? Did we hit any more?
Appeal to motive.
No.
Well, I don't know.
Well,
Not
it's-
any.
That video is difficult because it's a response to an explicit troll, so it's not
Yeah.
serious,
All right, so I went ahead. I'm going to lock the screen on me, and I
Like there
scrolled
should be a
down-
space for got trolled. Anyways, go on.
I don't know that it happens often enough to be a trope. They have to be tropes, So
No,
I went
it
down
happens
to
a
the.
bunch.
Okay. The next one was one that Kevin and I had already done. Meet Tony the tampon. So I skipped
Oh, yeah,
it.
yeah.
And then the next one after that would be Michael doesn't understand science.
But
Let's
Kristi,
do
you
it.
see that one there? On the screen where it says you should be a feminist because this guy made up statistics? That guy was fake too.
Oh, was
He was also
Yeah.
a troll.
He was.
Yeah,
That
so
was.
a lot of the people he replies to are just made up troll people. Because he doesn't apply any like skepticism to the videos themselves. He's just like, this guy said something funny, I'll reply to it. Or this guy said something dumb, I just believe it right away.
Is a
You
feminist.
are a master of voices.
Thank you. It's
like we
I've
were
been
really
working on my
talking to
bear.
him. It's like we were really
Hey,
talking to him.
All right.
Who invited Barry?
Michael,
to the
Michael.
hangout? I didn't realise he was going to be on.
No, Michael.
Michael.
All right.
All right.
All right. Sorry.
All right, so yes, the one that we were okay. So because we already watched that one, I thought I would skip it, and then it comes down to Michael doesn't understand science. But of course, if it's about you, you have the right to say skip that one. That's
I don't care.
a
I don't care.
That'd be fun.
you have to either consent or refuse to watch it. I
I
don't,
consent.
I don't care. It doesn't.
Do I have to sign a form? And
No, but I just need a clear answer. I don't care.
Yeah,
Doesn't
yeah.
tell me yes or no.
Yes.
Okay.
I consent.
If you're drunk, we don't need consent. You can drink it.
Yeah. Well, also,
Hi.
if he initiated,
So I don't understand why people have.
if Michael initiated it, then he doesn't need to consent.
True story. True
Right.
story.
Right?
I bring in a
And
lot
if
of
Michael's unconscious, that's fine.
I bring in a lot of views to Bearing. That last guy was like 80,000, and this is like 200,000. Man, I get him. If anyone's getting fucking ad revenue money, for
Mate,
him.
with a moustache as glorious as that, people are going to watch.
Oh my lord.
Yeah, I should keep going because you're in a weird place in the video. So let's go forward.
Why does he have the border around the outside? What's the point of that?
I think it's to show that it's a clip.
Right.
And like that, so he can pretend he did something toward the video, I think. Yeah. Look, I put a border on it, so it's my kind of thing.
Fair use.
It's mine now.
I made this.
This is mine now. Yeah, I made this.
I have a problem with the idea of multiple genders or sexes.
Well, I can only speak for myself here, but I don't have a problem with multiple genders. I don't really agree that there are multiple genders, but I don't have a problem with people who want to identify as some weird, obscure gender, as long as it doesn't affect me.
So you do have a problem. What the fuck are you talking about? You've got no problem with the idea of it. You just don't believe it exists.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's a pretty significant problem you have with it then, surely. No?
Yes, exactly.
I mean,
they're like
basic comprehension of English fail. Is that an option? Not understanding what words in the English language mean? No? No.
We need that being an idiot square.
Being an idiot. But,
yeah, well, it's technically not a square, but his name is on the bingo card, so that's sort of encompasses
True.
idiocy.
Sorry, just Kristi, question: what's fair use mean? Like, what does he have to do for that one?
That would be a video where more than 50% or more of the video is actually someone else's content.
And we've already had 3 of the 4 or something.
Yeah. I can give that one a
the first one was entirely. The first one was like 95%. The other guy's video.
Yeah.
All right.
Does this
does
this one count as bearing drama as well? Because it's a video about me, and that always it's part of the whole drama.
Does it count as YouTube drama?
Well, I think YouTube
is
drama.
YouTube drama and bearing.
Yeah. So the difference is
You're gone, sir.
YouTube drama is when he's like trying to hitch on to something. That's a YouTube drama or responding to kind of you. His drama is stuff that's like his beefing with other people.
Right.
Okay.
Also, mentions a YouTube sub tick.
All right.
Yeah.
Yep, that one too.
I see that you've disliked the video, Kristi, before even watching it. You troll.
No, I think I checked it out for another reason, doing research or whatever. But yeah, downvote. Everyone knows I don't know. Anyone watching this can see why we don't like his content. So
feminist
I should
downvote
as I go. I should downvote as I go.
I do have a problem with the claim that there's multiple sexes, because unlike gender, which is really just an abstract concept, biological sex is a physical reality, and the fact is there's only 2 biological sexes.
It confuses me as an appreciator of science.
Yeah, except that there's not. Because what do you... Oh, so yeah, you guys know this. What do you use? Chromosomes? Do you use genitalia? Do you use hormones? I mean, sex is...
Would that count as no sources listed?
We can check on no sources. Because he is making empirical claims. Oh, look at this. But here he's got intersexuality.
Yeah.
And intersex. So I don't know if
he's got some sources. It could just say like Sesame Street website, but whatever.
All right, a little round of applause to Bering.
Yeah. He probably just went to Google and typed in multiple sexes and then just clicked on the first couple of links and then just put those in the.
Yeah, did he even read the links? Did he even check whether they back up what he's saying, or did he just
Washington Post? Washington Post. What a fucking regressive cucklord. Jesus.
We'll have to see. Does he actually reference these? Because if he just stuck them in there randomly, just that.
I don't think he does. I think I watched this in the past, and I don't think he actually does.
Okay, we'll find out.
Back in the day when I used to argue all the time with creationists online, it always used to baffle me the ridiculous amount of black and white thinking that these people would employ. But science shows
not really related to the actual self is playing along away from this.
Oh yeah.
Yay!
She's tweeted me. She only needs bitch for a line.
Ah.
So.
Hey, go film yourself. How's it going?
Hey, we're waving at you. Okay.
Go film yourself is amazing because she made the title for Logical Llama and also the title for the Skeptical Square and Logical Llama collaboration video. She did an amazing job. So thank you.
All right.
Yeah, and if only those 2 furry bastards were here to actually say thank you.
I know.
So we'll have to say thank you on their behalf.
Fucking sleeping in my carriage. What a bastard.
Logical Akbar.
Logical Akbar.
Back to the video.
I love that line. That's my favorite line. All right.
Yeah, that's a fucking catchphrase. You nut storing prick. Go on. Go on.
Versus not a black and white
is he spooning
place.
Rory Cats at the moment?
It's
Is he?
a crazy, diverse place full
Been
of
spooned
strange
by Rory
and
Cat.
wonderful things that don't always conform to.
Yeah, we don't have to listen to Michael. We can
That's
just.
exactly right. That's why one in every 1,500
Yeah,
to
fuck what that
2,000 babies are born
fucking
intersex.
twat. Go on,
They might
Michael.
have abnormal sexual organs or different variations of the typical XX and XY sex chromosomes.
So why is it then?
He's just.
How
It's
is
just
he
like he's
feeling-
just reading a
I know,
thing
I
without
was
even
gonna
understanding what he's saying.
According to this page in front of me, this
Yes.
means this.
I mean, everything about how he talks changes.
I know.
The
Yeah.
sentence structure, the kinds of words, the pacing he uses, it's all different from the rest of his video when he just.
The biological capacity for the ship and the goes to the anyway, you fucking nuts. What are you doing? Well, that's the kind of.
Anyways, you're retarded, Michael.
Yeah. Victorian gent. It's ridiculous. I don't know what to say.
I've got a diverse range.
Look, is he a prospector?
Sure,
He's mainly
why
shitting
not?
in the woods. You know.
Still being a character actor.
in the woods.
It's how De Niro
Alright,
does it.
Let's get back to Michael.
Okay.
That maybe, just maybe, our ideas about gender and sex aren't perfect. That maybe our simplistic binary view of something as complicated as personal identity might not
Wrong.
be as cut and dry as we think it is.
We don't have a binary view on personal identity. Personal identity involves a lot more than whether you're male or female.
How could it be that someone is perfectly willing
Pwned.
to accept that the universe is this amazing, beautiful, complex,
Wrecked.
mysterious place full of gray areas and weird shit that makes no sense, but then as soon as we talk about biological sex, nope, we got that perfectly right and there's only two.
Well, if your claim is that there's more than two, how many are there? And what are they?
Well, I hate to break it to you, buddy, but you're wrong.
Am I?
First of all, you're ignoring intersex people.
No, I'm not. I was just talking about intersex people.
Intersex is a catch-all
Hold on,
term for
Pop, Pop,
people
Jesus
who are born with a biological sex.
He's
Dude,
doing that
you're
thing
not-
where
That's got to count as an. That's got to be an. Surely that was dreadful.
God,
it's
I
like
need to.
No, I was just talking about that. Oh, fuck off.
I need to
the
do an
worst.
episode. I'll cover an episode of Descent of Manosphere where I'm just having the conversation with Kevin, it's like I'm there, you know. Why, hello there. Oh, hi, Kevin. How are you?
Well, we did in the
I'm
last.
wonderful.
In
How
the
the hell
first
are we?
episode,
I'm great.
Bearing does this where he's got his opponent as like a sock puppet that he's talking to, and they're, oh yeah, Bearing, that's fantastic, that's brilliant. Woo. And it's rubbish. I don't think he gets the construct of how it's supposed to work.
Like,
What makes that mate? He doesn't get it at all.
What did
just did a whole
Rush V
video on
ever
this
say
last
that
night.
was bad, Kevin? Well, Rush V said blah blah blah. Really, Kevin? Oh, okay.
I just,
Do you want to hang
Actually,
out
Mike,
later?
just did a whole- Michael,
I did a
I'm
hangout
gonna-
last
I'm
night,
gonna
a live
preempt
hangout.
I know, because I've already cut it up and made you look slightly silly.
God damn it.
That's already happened. You're asleep. I knew you were asleep, so I did it then.
You slimy
Oh,
bastard.
yeah,
You slimy bastard.
indeed.
No,
Not
he-
just that,
what
but
does he say?
watching you sleep. That was the weird thing.
Oh, that's mildly arousing.
Yeah.
Where's
It
the
was,
camera?
yeah.
I can't
Yeah.
see it. Where is it? He said something. Go back. In a response. Go back like 20 seconds or so.
Oh, sorry for
That was just-
motorcycle.
Intersex
How do
people.
you?
No, I'm not. I was just talking about intersex people.
Intersex
No,
is a
before this.
for people who
It
are
was
born.
totally like personal incredulity. But you go back like 20 seconds.
Another 20 seconds? Okay.
Little more.
Am I?
Oh, this hangout's never going to fucking finish. What the hell?
Weird shit that makes no
Come on now.
sense.
There we
And
go.
as soon as we talk about biological sex, nope, we got that perfectly right, and there's only two.
Oh yeah, this
Well,
thing
if you
here
claim
where he
there's
says,
more than two,
yeah.
How many are there?
he's this here. You know, if there's more, how many are there? What are they called? Just because you don't have names for them or don't know what they are doesn't mean they don't exist. You crazy? That's personal incredulity, isn't it?
Stop being a
Um,
creationist.
You're wrong.
Actually, I think you're right. You're basically saying personal incredulity is saying I can't believe it because basically because I can't believe that thing could happen.
Basically,
but-
I think because he's doing it ingenuously, though, I think that does count as incredulous. Because he's not
Yeah,
asking those
well, it's-
questions genuinely.
Exactly.
He's basically saying, you can't answer this, or I believe you can't answer this, therefore it's bollocks.
Therefore, you're wrong. Exactly.
Well,
True.
the thing about Bearing Bingo is that it's like it's an interpretive game, right? And so we have to come to a consensus. And if people think that that's a reasonable interpretation, bingo, cross it off. Personal.
Do I get a cross?
interpretivity.
Do I get a cross?
Did we just overpower the mighty witchess herself? Did
Well,
that just happen?
No, it's called making a good argument.
I'm so close to
When I
so
look at
many
my
lines.
mind.
I'm so close to lines everywhere, but I just haven't got them.
She's brutal, but she's fair. That's the thing. But if you cross her, she will fuck you up.
What was that line? All will love me and despair. Okay, back to the video.
There. And what are they?
Well, I hate to break it to you, buddy, but you're wrong.
Am I?
First of all, you're ignoring intersex people.
No, I'm not. I was just talking about intersex people.
Intersex is a catch-all term for people who are born with the biological sex that does not align with the traditional sexual binary. And it's not one distinct category either. There are a variety of different biological sexes that can be classed under intersex.
There's a variety of different birth abnormalities that can be classed under intersex.
It's almost as if it was some sort of,
transphobic.
Nope.
Yeah, if that's transphobic, that's going to be homophobic slur.
It's actually it's transphobic. Yeah, it's a transphobic slur for because it's not just because it's different doesn't mean it's an abnormality. It just means it's a variation.
Well, I know. Technically, homophobia and transphobia are slightly different, but if we put it all under the banner of queer phobia, I think that counts as a homophobic slur.
Oh, it's a facts not feels thing. Basically, like we have to call it abnormal.
Well, no,
because we're badasses.
It's a disgusting immorality or immorality. I don't know.
Well, when I talked about this issue, they were insistent that you have to call it abnormal. I was like, I don't know why. And they were like, it's science. Science says it's abnormal. And I would say, why don't you see it as a variation? And also, like, abnormalities are things that can occur from being born a certain way, but it's not a given and it's not a guarantee.
Also,
and all people are different, you know?
It strikes me as a kind of almost an extension of, the old racial science concepts.
Yeah.
It seems like this is essentially applying that kind of thinking to gender and birth and stuff.
Well, my issue with saying that people are abnormal is completely, I don't see the point in that except to create stigma around the people. Like, it has no other impact except to say that, like, some of the people have abnormalities, like they might be born with a physical defect of some kind or something. That would be fair, but it's all like, it's all kind of broken up.
They do this all the time, right? They do this all whenever they think they've got a mask to wear over their bigotry. They will do so, and they do. Fat shaming is a perfect example of it, where they can dress up their and will wish to bully fat people behind. Oh, we're doing it because we care about their lifestyle and their health. No, you don't. You want to bully fat people.
We're being real. No, you're not being real.
And this is they think they've got some sort of scientific. Yeah, they think they've got some sort of scientific cover, so they think they can be as transphobic as they fucking like. Where actually the science doesn't bear them out at all. But
well, I'm going to give that transphobic because it's going to come up again too, anyways. So I know that it's in here. Anyways.
Like you're saying, this is this is the way that science thinks about it, or this is the word that science uses, or whatever. But that doesn't mean that it's not problematic and that we can't talk about that and potentially change the word so that we aren't being as harmful towards, the word abnormal is inherently negative, and so you're using that to label someone's, whole being. It's gonna be
the science, the science actually does say that intersex people are often born with more birth defects or infertility and all these kinds of things, but I think that's a separate question from just like the way that they just flat out say that people are abnormal, which I could totally take issue with, and I think is pointless, counterproductive.
You don't have, Also, you don't have to mention it. You don't.
Yeah.
Like,
and also some intersex people don't have any defects.
He says he lied. He lied at the start, right? He said, "I don't mind how people identify as long as it doesn't affect me." Well, the birth defects, or whatever you want to describe them as, of anyone else, don't affect you. So why are you even pointing it out? Why is it
your existence is wrong?
I mean, like the whole point I was trying to make.
Transphobic fuck.
Yes.
The whole point I was trying to make in this is that, there's so many different things that go towards that make up someone's sex, biological sex, right? And human biology is complicated. So I mean, even
no,
if you
it's
think
it's just cock and vagina. That's it. No.
there's variation among
just
all that
vagina and balls.
there is so much variation that just to say there's only two, it makes absolutely no sense. It doesn't.
Okay, now.
Yeah,
So I've let the conversation kind of develop on the science side, but now we're going to focus on the rule here. And the question that goes to Kevin's point is, if you say something like about intersex people being abnormal, which is a kind of transphobic, which we all agree on, that's transphobic slur, is it also inherently homophobic? And
why would it be homophobic?
Yeah, that's what you have to.
Well, I think it comes under the banner of. Well, I think it comes under the banner of anti-queer, as it were. I know technically it's a different word, but...
words. No, you're just diluting words so they don't have any meaning anymore. Just keep it.
This is why Trump won.
Defined.
Okay, well, I think you need to change it then for future episodes to being homophobic/transphobic slurs.
What does yours actually say?
Because I think
homophobic slur.
Just says homophobic slur, and I think that counts.
So wait for our homophobic slur. You cheat.
Is there actually transphobic slur as a separate? Yeah. Is it a separate category then? Is that okay? Well, I withdraw
Regulate.
my.
Kristi.
Perfect.
Moderator.
Yeah, Tim.
This is supposed to be a safe space.
I just helped you get personal incredulity, and then you shit all over me, Roland, you bastard.
Oh, I am winning now! Yay!
Well, I'm still up.
My
on
plan is coming through.
Take it easy,
All
guys.
right.
Exactly. I fell right into his trap. Oh.
Back to bearing, sadly.
Now, that's not to say that every person born is going to fit into one category or the other. Intersex people do exist, but it's a rare abnormality, not another biological sex.
And did you know that there are more than 2 different karyotypes?
Oh,
Yep.
Oh. Okay, sorry.
Yep.
I just realized we need someone citation needed. I think you definitely need to say that there's only 2 sexes and no other sexes. Yeah, so I think there's a
no source.
I guess it's kind of like
But I mean, the whole issue to me here is that because we have the male-female construct of sex, that they basically shoehorn intersex people into one of those. They decide this person is more male or more female. So it's basically like, because they have this male-female binary, they shoehorn the people into it. It's not necessarily because you couldn't have a third name, or you couldn't have other names for sexes. It's because we have decided as a group, as people, to only have 2.
Ultimately, it comes down to the fact that these people, and it's the same with all of these things, with homosexual relationships or gay marriage or whatever, is that basically they don't want it to be complicated. When it's one man, one woman in a relationship, everyone's either got a vagina or a penis, and that's that. It's nice and simple for them. They don't have to think or put rationality to it, or accept that there are grey areas and people that are different, because they don't like people that are different, and that's ultimately what this boils down to. It's just basic.
Yeah. Sorry. Oh, and also Michael was saying, like, science is not just set in stone. It's not like handed down like the 10 commandments. There shall be only male and female. It's like, no, we've decided to categorize people into these.
Constructed.
Within the lifetime of, say, our parents, homosexuality was considered a mental disorder. It no longer is, and rightly so. Science does not settle for answers it thinks it knows, because it doesn't know things. It gives you the best description of the reality that we can at any given time.
Also, I said, do you know that there are more than 2 karyotypes? And he said yes. Taking bets on whether he had to Google that first. I bet he didn't know what the fuck I was talking about when he saw that. He would have been like, "What the fuck is that?" And
I almost don't mind that, because at least that would be being curious.
But he's still like
exactly.
He's still
in being curious. In being curious, you have to actually accept answers when you then find them. So you can't just say, "Yeah, I know that."
He acts as if he already knows. He's just like,
okay,
"Yeah, I know
guys,
that." Of course I know that.
So we're only like 2 minutes into this video. So
yeah, Michael, I googled it. I've got Google.
So either we're gonna plow through it, or we're gonna go to a different one, because it might just be too enticing.
All right, let's plow.
Okay.
Plow.
In addition to the typical female and male karyotypes, there's also these 4. But again, they're very rare. Far too rare to be classed as biological sexes unto themselves.
A karyotype is a picture.
That's reasoning.
That is very scientist.
If stuff's rare, you can't do it.
Yeah, but if there's only one example of it in the world, that would be enough for it to be categorized as a different thing.
No, because it's rare.
Rarity matter.
No good.
Why does rarity matter in the slightest?
There's more around about the same amount of people that are intersex, that could be classed as intersex, that we know of. There's that amount of people who are redheads as well. So redheads aren't a category of here.
They don't exist.
The amount of planets we know exist with life on it is one. The amount of planets we know exist is just unfathomably huge. Therefore, statistically, it's too rare. There are no planets with life on them.
True facts.
Logic.
Fuck it. There's only one.
Bearing logic.
Yeah,
all right.
It's bollocks.
So hold on, is that a slippery slope?
The bearing
Oh,
science.
it's not. No, it's not.
No,
Being an idiot.
Hashtag
No, it's
bearing
just
logic.
All right, we have to plow. Mr. Plow.
Plowing.
That these manifest in only two ways: XX and XY, male and female. Wrong. I've also heard people acknowledge that intersex people exist, but they don't count that as a separate sex. I mean, what? You acknowledge that there are people who exist whose biology doesn't align with a strict binary, but that doesn't count as a different sex because reasons.
Michael, just imagine we're at the Fender factory.
Michael?
And we go and have a look at the Telecaster production line, and we notice a Telecaster abnormality has come off.
This is Straw Man, right?
This fucking triggering
Straw
me.
Man.
Yeah, he's
I was
like
thinking red herring, but
Yeah.
yeah, but I mean, he's using a like legitimately straight binary thing to represent the like he's completely that's wrong. You know, he's
that a red herring?
Also,
which is like it's a thing that we make that is that's got like a design or whatever, and then comparing that to using that as an analogy for human beings that are a biological that aren't designed. That makes no sense.
Because he's like, but Michael, if you consider this thing which is incredibly dissimilar to what we're talking about, owned, got you. Like, what?
Yeah, red herring. Red herring fallacy.
Yeah, Tim, Sharp. I've got bearing bingo. Bearing bingo.
Damn it!
Ah,
what is he doing?
no.
Can you show us?
Also, can I just? Oh, hang on. I did a apology.
Prize of some kind.
Boom.
Those are really
am I
bad
sharing
X's.
No, he's coming second.
Well, I don't do X's.
You fucking.
As I tend to. Absolutely. It's always best to allow the ladies to come first. Now, what was I doing?
Oh, Jesus.
What a white
reach.
All right.
Exactly, yeah. Stop sharing, for fuck's sake.
Okay, I stopped.
There we go.
All right. So, the video?
Oh, wait. Before we plow into it, I just want to point out, it shouldn't just be drawn on chromosomes anyway. There are obviously other things at play.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they always do this. They either go it's chromosomes or genitals, and it's
you have no choice but to say male or female. At the end of the day, you have to. You have no choice. There's no options. You just have to say male or female because it's the law.
Update from Go Fem Yourself. She still needs bitch for a line, but she's got another one, autistic, and she's got a line. So
you see, I need feminazi.
Also, she says, and Kevin, stop trying to cheat.
Yeah, thanks, Go Fem Yourself.
All right, so one of the audience members came in third. So yeah, you guys are battling it out for last place now, you guys.
We suck.
I need
we were
autistic or feminazi as well. So
does he ever say feminazi, or is it just a vain hope?
He did say it in a video. That's how it got in. So, but we have to be probably on one about feminists. Yeah. So
he doesn't say it often.
That's an entirely new type of guitar or a Telecaster with an abnormality.
That's like saying, yes, I know that there are multiple different flavors of chocolate, but the only real flavors are 70% cocoa and almond. All those other ones, they don't count. No, they are all flavors, and they're all as equally as legitimate as each other, and your opinions don't factor in the matter.
But your opinions totally factor in on the matter.
No, science is
except for
okay, Michael, I'm going to say...
Hey, hang on.
No, what's
What
that?
flavour chocolate do you think you are, Fanta Pants?
Your personal experience on these
Banter
matters.
pants.
Millions of other people.
What is this, fucking primary school?
That's a deadly insult.
Links in the description.
Fact is, there are people who are
that was it.
There's
That
links in the...
Science.
that's not sources. Oh, come on. That's not how you
No,
use
but I have
sources.
I have to criticize Michael because you also used like a weird analogy to like ice cream. So everyone's just doing the weird analogies. Just
What
going, what about guitars? Oh yeah. What about ice cream? Oh yeah. What about some other couches? Why is everyone talking
What
about
about,
random? other
Did you
things?
just look over and see your Tim? I want to find it. Did you just look over and see a couch and then say couches?
Yeah.
cupboards?
It's purple.
Cupboards.
Just because this couch is purple doesn't have green ones. That's ridiculous. Science. Everyone's doing this weird analogy.
Did he ad hoc me? Was him calling me Fanta Pants and ad hom? Was he actually responding to an argument?
Quite
with that?
disgusting.
Oh, yeah.
Fanta pants.
Me.
So that was
Is
ad
that
hoc?
Is he saying ginger pubes? Is that joke?
Is that,
I think
is that
so.
gingophobic? That's a gingophobic slur, isn't it?
It is.
That is.
It's Fanta
For
the
that.
drink. It's the Fanta drink, but as in my pants. So I have Fanta.
Gingophobia.
Yeah.
'Cause it's
Does it
orange,
just mean you
know.
pissed yourself? Is that the joke? I don't know. If you
No,
literally
I
just
think
wet
it's-
your pants, is that what it means?
I think
That's an
it's like
anti-incontinent person joke.
Does the rug match the curtains kind of joke?
Okay.
Yeah.
Or maybe he's
All
just very he's pro colostomy bag. That's what's happening. That's why.
Lol.
Go there. All right, back to the video.
born that do not conform to the strict binary of biological sex and gender that you are so desperate to cling to.
I'm not desperate to cling to the biological
Fuck
sex
off.
binary. I just don't deny reality. That some people are born with abnormalities that mean they're not strictly male or female.
What do you say? I didn't hear that.
Yeah, can you go back and I didn't hear what he said that was funny. I just thought it was stupid
All right.
because he was responding to me even though I wasn't talking to him.
All right, here we go.
Biological sex binary. I just don't deny reality. And nobody's disputing that
That
some
was
people
it.
are born with abnormalities that mean they're not strictly male or female. But like I keep saying, they are abnormalities.
And it seems ludicrous to me that one would hear this information and then continue to believe there are only two
I don't
sexes.
deny reality, except when I do deny reality.
Shush.
Secondly, it confuses
I
me.
don't deny
as-
reality. It's just the moon is made of cheese.
Contradictions I often hear are things like, these people are just making up a bunch of words. They're using words how they're not supposed to be used. 64 pronouns, that's too many. If we allow this to happen, what's going to stop people from identifying as tractors and fairies and dragons and shit? These are, of course, super silly objections.
Especially with that super silly voice you put on.
For one,
Pound.
True.
Bearing, level your videos.
Does that
Oh my god,
No, he's
no.
right.
technically count?
Bearing is
I'm gonna
right.
talk. Bearing does not. He really needs to work on the audio in his videos because I'm having to go up and down like 5 different levels on my audio just to try to not hear Michael and then have Bearing blow us out. Seriously, dude.
That
Like,
makes so much
decompression.
sense. That makes so much sense because, like, you know, remember when Helping Hand made a video about me? He had like the quietest audio ever, and then
That's awesome.
my audio was there, and I had to change it as well. And he's obviously modeling himself after Bearing and his sound
There you
volume
go.
levels.
Well, can I just say that on this? I think that counts as slippery slope fallacy because he was basically saying the slippery slope you used was correct, but you were saying it was incorrect by using a stupid voice. So I think he's trying to essentially say that slippery slope fallacy that you put forward, slippery slope fallacy, is correct, and therefore
How was I
he's
using a
guilty
slippery
himself
slope
of it.
fallacy? What are you talking about? How was I slippery sloping?
No, you were putting forward the usual slippery slope that they use, and saying, well, if we allow them to identify as X, they'll identify as tractors,
Gotcha.
fairies,
Gotcha.
whatever. Yeah, and by
he
by
did
basically
that.
backing that up, yeah, I think that's slippery slope fallacy.
I agree.
All right, we have a
Yes.
new
Oh,
interpretation of
he
it.
was
or-
backing up your slippery slope. Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah,
Right.
because he all he objected to was my silly voice. He was okay with all the other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was okay with the absolutely ludicrous lack of logic behind that way of thinking. It was
Like first-
well, yeah. The only problem with that was you were saying those absurd things in a silly voice. You know, fucking
Like
hell.
first this, and then people saving their girlfriends' soiled tampons. It's
Perverse.
It's gonna
If
get
we allow
degenerate.
men to get married, degenerate,
Right.
yeah, but these degenerates, fucking intersex
Back
degenerates.
to the video.
Made up. There are no words that exist as omnipresent beings outside the existence of humanity. Words exist because of us. So what is wrong with making up some new words to describe new things that we don't yet have words for?
See, that's where you're confused, Michael. There are no new things we need words for. Look at it this way. Humans come in two biological systems.
Pause. Holy shit. He's basically saying we know everything. We know everything. We can stop science. Stop science. We can stop sciencing. We don't need to do anymore.
We don't need any of those new fashion words. We can just use the words we had growing up when I was a kid. They work just fine.
Sure. He's like,
Exactly.
he's like,
and I'm transmitting to you via the worldwide talkie machine box thing. We don't need
like
new
arguing
words.
for newspeak. This is like actual 1984 shit. He's arguing for newspeak, like where we just restrict language to be a certain set of words and don't add any more because we don't need them. No, that'll be thought. That's thought crime.
It's like, what do they call them? The Amish. It's like a cultural Amishness, where they've taken a point in time, like the 50s or something, and thought society needs to stop here. We need to not develop in any way whatsoever from this point.
Cultural Amishness.
That's not how society works.
Instead of Marxism.
Cultural
Amishism.
Amishism.
That's amazing.
But a lot of the time, discovery and development is just learning about things that were already here but that we just didn't know about, and then we have to give them a name. And that happens all throughout history.
Yeah.
When they discover things like that, we didn't know this, and now we have to call it something.
When Isaac Newton was around, they were just like, no, we're not calling it gravity. We're not having any new words. We're just going to call it the falling apple airness. That's fine.
Yeah,
we already have words for it.
Exactly. It's not new, so we can't give it a word.
Stop being a regressive by trying to progress things. Stop regressing us.
They just called it like the Foley Apple effect. Wow, the Foley Apple effect on Mars.
Alexander Graham Bell. We're not calling it the telephone. We're just going to call it the talkie stick, mister. We don't need a new word for it. It's fine. We already have talking and sticks.
And then when he does his response to Brianna Wu, he's talking about the Foley Apple effect instead of gravity on the moon rocks. And so he's saying
exactly. It's got the
Foley Apple effect.
It's like only apples can fall, rocks can't fall. Everyone knows that.
Yeah, the nighttime scone Foley Apple effect around it, so it's fine.
All right, and on that, let's go on with the video.
Eggs, and the other one produces sperm to fertilize those eggs. We need those two things to happen in order for humanity to continue. There's no other part to this process, Michael. We don't need a third or a fourth biological sex to complete the reproduction.
Hang on. This is where it's starting to start. But when it's just constant misinformation, this is another thing they do. They'll move on from chromosomes to genitals. Well, what happens then when you have your gonads removed because of cancer? Do you stop being male then?
You stop existing because it's the argument from necessity. You're not needed. You just go straight into the fucking.
Yeah, it's bollocks.
I don't know. Yes. Into the grinder.
And old people that can't reproduce, those people aren't actually genders either or sexes.
We just throw them out. Yeah. We just put them in a truck. And
have you had cervical cancer and had surgery to remove that? Well, get in the fucking grinder. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, argument from necessity.
All right, we ready?
Process.
Yeah, let's see if we can get past 2 seconds.
Alongside males and females, and they would be as common as males and females. Intersex people.
Again, hang on. Whoa. Why would they be as populous as male and females? What?
Because they have this rare stuff. Can't be.
Yeah, but how can you possibly say that they would be as populous? There's no way he could.
That's Bering's law of science. Rare stuff, no. That's law number 1.
Anything that happens has to happen in exactly the same ratio as everything else that happens that's kind of like it.
Hashtag Bering logic.
Science. Yeah, bollocks.
To 2,000 people.
Kind of sounds like bollocks.
They are an abnormality. They are not required for humans to reproduce. And when we talk about biological sex, we are talking about the type of reproductive organs that one possesses.
I don't see people complaining about
scientists. No, we're not, because
new words to describe the species of animal.
That what?
If you have your gonads removed because of cancer, do you stop being male? And if so, what kind of bigoted bullshit is this? What kind of nonsense? What are you running here?
And also that goes against his
different
previous
classes
point.
of human beings.
That goes against his previous point because
Chromosomes haven't changed.
He said before, like, if a person is born intersex, they are still male or female. So he's basically saying, he's saying that you either have these genitals, but if you're intersex, you might not have either of those genitals. So that doesn't.
Or you might have.
Make logical sense.
Isn't hermaphrodites? Don't they have a certain amount of both or something? So where does that leave him now? Oh, there are grey areas. What a surprise, bearing.
So he's contradicting his logic from earlier, where he said that intersex people have to be male or female.
Well, there's no logic here. It's just he's comfortable with the gender binary, which apparently he isn't desperate to cling onto, but seems to be desperate to cling onto.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's defined by your...
That's because they do, in reality, find new species of animals.
But the words aren't coming about naturally. Meh. Who cares? If there is a thing that needs a word to describe it, then why not make up a new word for that thing?
Look, I completely agree with you, Michael, but you don't have a new thing, so you don't need a new word.
And why should it matter if there's dozens of new pronouns? Oh no, dozens of new words to describe dozens of new things. Oh, the humanities!
It doesn't matter. I couldn't give a fuck
By the
what
way,
pronoun you use for yourself.
Like
I said at the start of the
conversation.
Anyways.
Oh, the humanities. We can't skip by that point. Come on, that's good. Humanities.
Did you like that? That was good, right? Thanks.
Nice.
Also, like, how do we define new? If something was already around but we just discovered it, is it new or is it just old and we found it?
But that was the point I was making about gravity. Gravity was always there. It's just it was new
Yeah.
in terms of it being
A concept.
discovered as such.
Yeah. So, we discovered discovering new genders or whatever, but Bering, instead of wanting to call them something different, he just wants to say, nope, we've already got names for those, and you're a man.
And also, again,
like he's saying it has to be new,
the
but
lie.
we don't know what new is.
It puts paid to the lie he started the
Newest.
video with. If he doesn't care, as long as it doesn't affect his life, then why does he care about new pronouns? It's not going to affect his fucking life. How is it going to remotely bother him?
It's like magical. It's like this magical thing. It's new. Let's give it a name.
Back to the video.
As long as it doesn't affect me. Now, I'm in the habit of using the he pronoun for people that look like boys and the she pronoun for people that look like girls. So as long as there's no issue with that, we're completely cool. I think the issue ran into some controversy when the city of New
So he's like, as long as it doesn't affect me, it's totally fine. I'm in the habit of doing this. If someone inconveniences me by not having the same pronoun as what I think they look like, then that's a fucking travesty, and I'm not going to fucking do anything about it. So fuck you.
They have to look like how I want them to look.
Does that count as a sexist? Exactly. Does that count as a sexist slur? The fact gender people because he's a lazy prick.
Well, I thought it was saved for like content slut and other things that weren't on the card.
Okay.
Well, but what if you have a girl that looks like a boy or a boy that looks like a girl, but they're not like transgender or anything? They just look that way. Does he just go up and rock up and be like, "Hey, dude, what's up?" And like, "Oh, actually, I'm a girl." "Oh yeah, man, that's great to hear, buddy,
Yes.
dude." No, you look like a boy, but I'm a girl. Why are you such a dick?
You're bro. Yeah.
Oh, I got you, bro.
All right,
He just uses his eyes. He's just like, whatever is directly in front of my eyes, that's what's good. That's what I like.
Back to the video.
New York decided to start issuing businesses and landlords with hefty fines for using incorrect pronouns with their customers and tenants.
What did you do, Michael?
Wrong.
Why did you do that, Michael?
It's just wrong. He's wrong. He's
giving them
wrong all the time.
Why are you giving them hefty fines? It's very
Also,
intolerant.
he said the word hefty. Does that count as fat? I'm taking cheating to a new fucking level, people.
But I mean, that's a total that's a red herring. But I already got that.
Yeah.
Michael was giving people fines.
What does it matter if the herring's communist anyway? I mean, leave it alone.
Anyways,
it all smacks to me of people complaining about something that has absolutely no effect on them.
Not in my case. If it has absolutely no effect on me, I couldn't give a fuck what you do.
Different people who are different from you, who want to do life differently from you, and that offends some people for some reason. Why does it matter to you so much if a person doesn't conform to the rigid gender identifiers that are ingrained to us from birth by a culture that is obsessed with cramming people into tiny little boxes of conformity?
Doesn't matter to me. You do you.
Why does it matter to you if someone wants to be addressed as he or me?
That's a
or
disingenuous
or
thing.
civic?
Doesn't matter to me, as long as you're not trying to
It does
enforce
matter to you.
I mean, I can
That's why you're
understand
trying to
not
correct
wanting-
Michael all the time, because you care. I hate it when people, like Sagan Lagarde's been saying that recently, like, I'm above this. I don't care. I don't care what you say. I don't. Well, then stop talking about what they say. If you don't care, just make a video about some other shit. You know, you do care. That's why you're making a video. I think it's ridiculous. Like, keep saying, I don't care.
As long as it's not as long as it's not enforced on him. How the fuck can Michael enforce it on him?
He does care because he keeps trying to correct Michael. So that
Exactly,
means he
yeah.
cares.
He obviously cares because he made a video trying to correct me.
I know. So I'm getting sick of like a lot of people saying that, constantly saying like,
I don't care, but I'm going to make a 13-minute long video about why you're wrong. So I don't care.
Sagan Lagarde made an hour response to me where he ad-homed and insulted me and said I have no friends, I'm a loser, I'm mendacious, I'm terrible. And throughout the entire video, he just kept saying like, I don't even care what you think. I don't care about you. You're below me. Oh, it's nothing to me. It's no big deal. It's like, why the fuck you make an hour-long video like ragging me?
You made him sound slightly more homoerotic than it needed to be.
I don't even care about you. Oh god, you get me so angry.
He's negging you. He's negging you, Tim.
Oh, Tim, you riled me up. He said.
Okay, back to the video.
To misgender
Tim,
people.
why are you making it so hard for me?
That's what you care about, but why does it matter to you if someone self-identifies as that? It's like
doesn't
the
matter.
Most ridiculous cis privilege to be lucky enough to be born cis and then expect everyone else to conform to that. And that makes you the biggest asshole.
Who are you talking about? Like, who was in your mind when you made this video?
And lastly, it confuses me as a normal, empathetic human being. As someone who cares about other people and respects that my identity is not an authority on how other people should self-identify.
But you are an authority on human biological sexes and who qualifies as a rape apologist?
Interesting.
It makes no sense to me that people would
misrepresented.
Be so adamantly...
That's a misrepresent.
And also, he brought in a rape apologist, so that would be bearing drama. If
bearing drama. Yeah, true.
But that was definitely misrepresented. Like, so you are, so you think that you're the authority on? Like, when? How did you say that?
I am authority. Listen to me.
You never said that. That's misrepresentation, right?
You know, when I fight authority, authority always wins, Michael.
True
John
story.
Cougar.
I fought the science and the science won. There was only two genders.
All right. So also, people who are watching, if you think disingenuous, as per Tim's suggestion, should be a new category, then go ahead and put that in the comments below when this video goes up as a video.
If it ever fucking ends, Jesus Christ!
No, you're here forever.
I think the stupid responding to someone as if you're talking to as if they're talking to you should be a square, because he does that so often.
Yeah, there is one. It's called.
It is, anticipating.
Go ahead, Kevin.
I've got lame joke anticipating what you said, but he's not really joking. He's just
acting like it's a conversation. That could be one.
Okay.
Pretending it's a conversation. I don't know how you phrase it.
No, because fake conversation.
Fake conversation. That's it.
And then the lame joke one is when he sets something up. That's the punchline is the person saying what he predicted they were going to say.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay.
Moving on.
All right, video.
Entertaining the idea that gender and biological sex might be slightly more complicated than they think it is. That other people might have differing life experiences from them.
What the fuck have life experiences got to do with biological sex? Biological sex is a natural thing, and nature does not give a fuck about your life experiences.
And that other people's minds and bodies might be different from how theirs are. To me, it's just the same.
Naturalistic fallacy is in one. I don't know. He does enough videos for it to be a trope. So, but maybe he does. People can talk about that.
As any other bigotry.
And that is why people don't like social justice warriors.
Social justice warriors.
I think the way I figured.
When I first
watched your video.
What was it?
People said,
why people? Yeah.
To me, it's just the same as any other bigotry.
And that is why people don't like social justice warriors. Don't think
What
the
did you
way
say
I
just
think,
before that?
you're a bigot. See, when I
He's saying people don't like social justice warriors because we call everyone bigots, even though we're calling people bigots because they are being bigoted.
Can we go back a little bit more, like I don't know, 20 seconds?
To Michael?
Oh, for fuck's sake, Timothy. Oh.
I just want to make sure I got.
What the
I want
fuck
to
of
make sure I
life
got
experience
this.
has got to do with biological sex? Biological sex is a natural thing, and nature does not give a fuck about your life experiences.
And that other people's minds and bodies might be different from how theirs are. To me, it's just the same as any other bigotry.
And that is why people don't like social justice warriors. Don't think the way I think, you're a bigot. See, when I first
Okay,
got
all right,
I
I got
thought,
this. Yeah,
geez, he got that.
I mean that was bullshit
Where-
because Michael was saying, you were saying that people having an issue with or a problem or like some kind of grievance about other people having different minds and bodies than them is bigotry, and then he said that that's just having a different point of view, but you explicitly said that it was having a
treating
problem
people
with it.
Also, his entire channel is, if you don't agree with me, you're a retard. So he
Yeah,
can fuck
exactly.
off.
But also,
I
he
love how,
mischaracterized what you said. He was like, oh, he downgraded having a problem with these people to just disagreement and criticism and actually rational dialogue.
Point of view, ma.
So he mischaracterized you there, but I've already got misrepresented.
I love how, because these guys complain about snowflakes and it's just words and shit all the time, but then as soon as someone calls them a racist or whatever because they're being racist, they're like, racism, you can't call me racist.
Exactly.
No, well, it would be like,
2 points. Firstly, I thought,
Sorry.
Timothy, I was speaking. Thank you. I was just going to say, apparently words can't hurt you. Words aren't offensive anyway. And offense is always taken, never given. Apart from when you call one of these people racist. And then all of a sudden it's, oh my God, you're the worst people in the history of ever.
Then
You're ruining my life.
Get me the ex-girlfriend of this guy so I can let her know what he's done. And get her opinion on it and make a video
Exactly.
on it.
Find this girl for me. Hunt her down.
It would be like if Michael said like, people thinking black people are lesser is racism and, it's just as bad as other forms of racism. And then he just replied, this is why people don't like social justice warriors, calling everybody racist. And it's like, no, but you explicitly said why it was racist. You said like, this is what I'm describing, this racism. And then he changes it to just like,
like if you did a video, examining it like a Hitler speech at the Nuremberg rallies, and you go, well, that was racist. Hitler. Well, so this is why people don't like the SJWs, calling people racist all the time. Hitler was just making a point about international Jewry. Leave him alone.
Yeah.
Well,
it was science.
All right, guys, only 3 minutes left.
Well, that's about an hour's worth of fucking content for us. Jesus.
Make progress here.
That's wrong. I
still don't have a goddamn bingo.
I didn't think you were a bigot, a fucking cockhead maybe, but having different views on something doesn't make you a bigot, you fucking cockhead.
Oh, Jesus.
Chill out.
Baring doesn't understand bigotry.
Why can't he just relax? I mean, for God's sake.
Yeah.
Baring does understand, you could write on. What Baring does understand, you could write on the back of a fucking postage stamp. It's ridiculous.
Lol.
Okay, let's get on with it.
When people discover that there are other people in the world who do life differently from them, it makes them scared for some reason and makes them feel like their way of life is in danger somehow.
That doesn't,
and God forbid we allow these other people to be treated the same as us. Allowing women to vote, society's gonna crumble.
That's ridiculous.
Allowing gays to marry, society's gonna crumble.
Gays can marry, I don't care.
Allowing black people to sit at the front of the bus, society's gonna.
He's talking about the past.
Really?
Acknowledging that trans, intersex, and non-binary, etc., are just as human and entitled to their own identity as everybody else. Society's gonna crumble.
Good acting.
Thanks.
Who suggested that trans and intersex people aren't human?
Okay, so you don't want to accept that certain people don't conform to the traditional gender or sexual binary. Okay, well, I don't accept your self-identification as a rational, skeptical humanist. You're an asshole and a terrible person who needs to stop letting faith govern their beliefs and get their nose out of other people's business.
And you're an overzealous social justice retard who's doing the actual
retard.
Where's
Now do a fart
retard?
noise.
That's our first one.
Come on, finish with a fart noise.
Can you go? I didn't hear the whole insult. Can you go back? I want to hear the whole insult again because I only heard retard and then got excited.
All right.
That's a weird reaction, man.
Calling you a bigot is bad, you social justice retard.
And get their nose out of
Yeah, self-awareness.
You're an overzealous social justice retard who's doing the actual denying of science out of the two of us. You're a cockhead too.
You were denying someone's humanity.
Okay.
You were denying
That's
people's
the third time you said cockhead,
a
man.
part of their identity, a part of themselves that they had no choice in creating.
Listen, getting me to perform the same mental gymnastics that you do isn't going to make this bullshit you're spinning a fact.
When we further the narrative that there are
Doesn't
only
even
two
say
sexes
anything.
or genders,
No.
we tell the people that do not conform to those identities that they are wrong,
Sometimes they are wrong.
that they are abnormal,
Sometimes they are abnormal.
that a part of themselves that they have no control over is broken
God.
and it somehow needs fixing.
Well, I don't see how you get that from simply not believing that you can just invent your own biological sex.
So it's not just about special snowflakes
Such
getting
a
upset
simpleton.
because they can't use their pair pronoun.
Kind of sounds like it is, man.
It's people being denied an essential part of their identity and forced to conform to what is considered normal for no other reason than an imbalance of power and a lack of empathy.
Bullshit. Michael, biological sex has nothing to do with power or empathy.
Oh,
Like,
God.
absolutely fucking nothing.
He doesn't
And rather than
understand
just making
anything.
some stupid, unfunny 2-minute video where you put on a cringy voice and fail spectacularly at trolling me, why don't you answer the points I've made like a grown-up? Looking forward to it.
He's doing that thing.
What points did you make?
He didn't make any points. He conflated biological sex and gender because I was talking about both of them throughout the video, and I was changing. You know, I wasn't always talking about biological sex, and I wasn't always talking about gender. So he was conflating those two things all the time. He was, what points? There was none.
I think that was the perfect response though when you're like, and a lack of empathy. Bullshit.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you kind of proved my point there. Like, there's kind of a lack of empathy going on. You just yelled bullshit instead of like actually listening. I think you kind of lack empathy. Sort of proved the point.
Oh God.
Okay, so
There's no lack of empathy. I just don't care about these people at all.
I still don't have anything. I need bitch, or I need fallacy of composition, or I need feminazi.
If I can say yes to poisoning the well, I've got a bingo. And I think he
Alright.
kept calling you cockhead and shit.
Well, I think we should do one more.
All right, we'll do.
He called you a social
One
justice
more.
retard. I think that's poisoning the well.
Is there a shorter one that has like a woman in it? Because that'll probably net some
There's
slurs.
just hang out with Tim. So no, that's actually not
Oh
the one.
God,
Hold on,
no!
it's
Hell
10.
no! Don't subject me
I'm
to that
sorry.
shit.
No. Because I counted wrong because the screen slid. It's actually Peach's Ruined Childhood Aggro Edition.
That's an hour long though. That's an hour long.
Oh God, no, we can't do that. Okay.
Oh fuck! So that'd take us days.
Check the next one.
Jesus.
Maybe
All right,
maybe if it's too long, go to the next vid.
What
Do the Lacey Green one.
Garrett.
Lacey Green. Lacey Green.
No, the Garrett
We've
one.
decided we want Lacey Green.
All right, everyone wants
Lacey
Lacey
Green.
Green.
All right.
Yeah.
Like I said, this
Go Green.
game
There's
board
bound
is
to
a
be some
democracy.
sexist bullshit in there.
Because it's the rules. This game has to be a democracy. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
otherwise I would win.
Even there's no narco syndicalists.
Yeah,
Ugh.
there you,
Is this
that's
the
what
lame
you're
joke?
lame anticipating. Yeah.
No,
That's
yeah,
a lame,
it's a serious
unfunny
one.
joke. Creeper.
Funny piece of shit.
Like heavy breathing.
It happened, didn't it?
Okay, is it weird I'm now a
You
rig?
can't win every time. There'll be other sign contests. Chin up.
What was that?
No, dude,
He said there'll be other sighing contests. He was
Someone-
making a lame joke about them having a sighing
was-
contest.
that was unfunny.
Yeah, unfunny joke.
All right.
It's not
Now what's happening?
a nightmare that I'm in. It really happened. I have some feels to get off of my chest.
And I've got something to put on your chest.
What?
That's not
another lame joke.
It's a lame joke.
Unfunny.
It's not sexist.
I
Yeah.
can't do unfunny twice, can I?
No, you can't have
It
it
was
twice,
just like-
sadly.
I wish this entire thing was just all unfunny joke. I would win so quickly.
Was that a zoom in effect? Because it was a zoom in
yeah,
effect,
zoom
but
in.
not on.
Zoom in effect.
Yeah.
Fuck it, it's going
Go
in.
for zoom
Zoom
in.
in effect.
And let's
I
guys,
love heart.
You've got to share the card.
I got it. Na 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 na.
Where?
Oh wait, hold on. There it is. Ba-na-na-na-na. Ba-na-na-na-na.
Oh, cross.
Dun,
Yeah.
Son of a
dun, dun,
bitch.
dun. There we go. Nailed it.
Woo. Nice one.
Woohoo! Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
I still don't have a bingo.
I want to see what he has to say about Lacey.
Well, we've got to the end of this video.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
Spread a token of my sympathy all over her chest.
Ooh, wait.
Fuck.
Tim, what are you looking for, by
Unfunny
the way?
joke again. I'm looking
What do you
for
need?
Just
Poisoning
being a
the
sexist
well.
prick in general.
lame joke, anticipating, fat, feminazi, fallacy of composition, slow motion, unflattering,
We already have,
thumbnail.
we have lame joke. The sign was the lame joke. Anticipating.
But it's not just a lame joke. It's worse than that. He's
was that
joking
the
about.
anticipating thing?
Yeah, that was a bingo X.
Oh, I got a bingo.
Yeah,
I got a
let's see
fucking
your
bingo,
card.
cucks.
Show the card.
Show the card. Otherwise,
Well, I can just
pick so it didn't fucking happen.
Hey,
You pictured it.
I thought my camera was turned on. No, because I did a handwritten bingo card.
Are you kidding?
Fucking you absolute mental. What the
I'm
fuck
a
does
bandit.
that?
Hold
Did
on,
you
let me
print
call
one
the
out?
camera. Yeah.
Such a fucking geek.
I drew
I printed one out. I'm playing it properly, miss. Miss, I'm the favourite.
Shut up. But my fucking camera isn't turning on.
Yeah.
Little
Hold up.
teacher's pet fuck.
Oh, here it is. Just fuck you, Kevin.
I hope you get
You're a
bullied.
bully.
I'd push
You are
your
a
fucking
bully.
head down the toilet.
Stop bullying me.
Fucker.
Is that back?
Wow,
You
you
have to
actually
talk,
drew it
otherwise we
out.
can't see it.
Holy
see
shit.
that? And then I
I'll
got
lock it
drew
on.
it. You didn't
I've got the
print it.
worst handwriting in the entire world.
Oh,
So,
no
okay,
offense, but that
amazing.
looks like that's going to be a piece of evidence in like a murder trial. So
I think it probably is. All right,
Lol.
you're a fucking
Nice
psycho.
one. Nice one.
turning
Good
off
job,
the
Tim.
camera again. I got a pimple.
Bye. But hold on,
Alright.
see, he's making a joke. Like his joke is that he wants to jizz on Lacey Green's chest. That's like,
Yeah.
ha ha ha, so funny. Definitely not.
It's a sexist slur. Not really.
It's
Does
not a
it? I don't
slur
know.
though. That's what I mean. It's not sexist. It's not a sexist slur, but
It's just
sexist bullshit.
it's just a
Of course, it's
Sorry.
sexist. Well, he wouldn't do it to a dude. Like,
yeah, but it's not a slur,
like
is
if,
it?
if a guy was like, "Want to get off my
Isn't
chest,"
it?
we
I don't
say,
know.
"I wanna put."
Seems they were talking
Put my load on
about
your
being
chest.
sexist
Did
to a
it.
lady person. Let's ask the lady person in the room as to
That's-
whether she thinks it's a sexist slur.
That's
No,
come on, that's
so-
sexist.
Sexist, it would be sexist, but it's not a slur because he didn't say a word that was.
That's what
Okay.
I'm thinking. Yeah.
Oh, slur. Okay, yeah, good point.
Carry on.
Okay. All right. So basically, should we play to the end just for the viewers at home and we can have a little
Yeah,
bit
yeah.
of closure? Okay.
Yeah.
I need to put it somewhere. So if you're all electioned out, which I totally understand, just a heads up, you can bounce. My sweet sex posse babes. The Trumpocalypse has arrived. Y'all know me well enough. I value equality. I think it's so important. Inclusion.
Just as long as it doesn't include Donald Trump winning any elections. Fuck that kind
What?
of inclusion.
Human dignity.
That's
Avoiding
not what-
World War III.
Come on.
Yeah. Also,
Straw
that,
man.
that kind of includes a wah as well.
Yeah, I think that's a wah. Definitely.
Yeah.
If you didn't have it already, go ahead.
The,
and
con-
mark it.
no,
the concept of
What's
inclusion doesn't
what
relate to
someone think of the rich
politicians.
white man?
It
Yeah,
doesn't relate to
exactly.
accepting, accepting election results. It's absolutely nothing to do with inclusion.
Yeah.
Basically.
Okay, back.
Three.
Hit
Those things matter to me.
I'd love it if someone could explain to me how Donald Trump was the World War III candidate and not Hillary Clinton. Because it kind of looked like it was Hillary Clinton.
eliminate
Yeah,
the last
but the fact
of the
his
Syrian
saber rattling
rebels
towards
who were
North Korea would suggest otherwise, dickhead.
really
I don't.
holding
I
out
mean,
against the
people
Assad
said that Hillary was this crazy warmonger or whatever. Okay, but have you listened to anything that Trump has said ever? He's just like, if he could, he'd just friggin' Jesus Christ! It just makes.
And you
no
guys
sense.
know he's putting the drone war on speed now. Like it's totally taken off.
Yeah,
it's
it's
like
gone through the fucking,
crazy,
gone through the roof.
Yeah, massive increase in drones.
And he's wanting to like bolster the nuclear arsenal a whole bunch, right? He's saying
yeah,
it's not
he
a very
wants to
good.
want to get nukes. Yeah,
yeah, a whole bunch of that shit. And then just like,
which is especially worrying because he didn't even know what the nuclear triad was, which is brilliant.
but I actually
And
think like
pissing
both
off-
candidates are problematic in terms of their, warmongering attitudes. So I think the people who often just say,
we're getting really off topic.
I know, but I'm just saying that the people who say that Hillary is the bad one and Trump is whatever, I think both of them have issues when it comes to that.
that's what I mean.
So,
That's
yeah.
Anyway,
Okay.
continue. Go.
I think you've
Push
got
on.
issues.
Shame. Russia hasn't paid any attention to ISIS. They're interested in keeping Assad in power. So when I was Secretary of State, advocated, and I advocate today, a no-fly zone and safe zones. We need some leverage with the Russians.
What about the option of controlling the airspace so that barrel bombs cannot be dropped?
All the options.
What do you think of that option, sir?
Right now, Senator, for us to control all of the airspace in Syria would require us to go to war.
Which is why she said zones.
All of the
If you listen. Yeah, she said zones. If you watch it.
Hillary is worse.
Yeah, so basically
because of this tiny little clip that I found.
Yeah,
that makes
and
sense.
also it's zones, so it'd be like areas of high concentration, for instance, would be protected.
He struggles enough with everything else. He shouldn't be trying politics. Just try to get the other shit down first.
To get totally off topic, the point that was made there about wanting to keep Assad in control. It's interesting that Donald Trump's ambassador to the UN has announced that that's going to be official US policy now, because that's what Russia wants.
To give it back to Assad.
I just think it's very foolish to think that there's not problems with both of these politicians, but the fact is that Trump is the president now, so that's the relevant point.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the other thing too.
Another point I made to Sargon of Akkad, Hillary Clinton's gone now. She's not relevant anymore.
This is also the point that Dusty
at least for the time being,
This is the same point that Dusty made to him back in November, that when she said she was talking about zones, which is what she clearly said in that clip, which he had to have watched because he put it in his video. Then what was asked about in the to the military officials, I don't know what their ranks are, was whether or not you could control all the airspace. These are two different questions. And so actually this is misrepresentation on a pretty grand scale, because this is what Dusty told Bering back in November. And Bering is pretending like he never heard this. This video came out in January. So yeah, I'm calling bullshit on that. So anyway.
Not propaganda at all.
No.
Go.
Against Syria and Russia.
И люди не чувствуют опасности. Вот меня что беспокоит. Ну как мы не можем понять? Мы тащим.
Sounds like he said cuck.
Well, on an interesting note, what I've decided to do now with the alt-right types and Vladimir Putin is just to ask them why they, just to use their own logic against them, why they've cooked themselves for Vladimir Putin.
Yeah, they're like, oh, here's Vladimir Putin. Let's take him at his word.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Good point.
And they don't
Seems
like
like a reliable source.
Essentially, it's a good yourselves out of, because they can't speak ill of Vladimir Putin, but they also can't defend themselves against accusations that they won't speak ill against Vladimir Putin. So they're fucked either way. Poots, yeah.
Let's do it.
All right.
And I am so angry. And I know that for many of you, your spirit has been crushed. It has to be a joke. I do not believe this is happening. I'm literally about to...
God. Having feelings about something you cared about, you're insane.
Is that a sexist slur?
He didn't really say anything.
He hasn't. Well, technically, he hasn't said anything. Yeah.
It's just a utter deflection. It's like, oh, people displaying emotion about stuff they care about is obviously hysteria.
Yeah, you know he's doing the kind of hysterical woman bit, but as he hasn't actually said anything.
Yeah, it's like,
and to be fair,
Lacey
she's
cared about the election. What a psycho.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay.
Aren't you allowed to fucking care about things? It's ridiculous.
You better fucking fix this shit right now! I literally am gonna die. I need an ambulance.
This
Oh, come on.
is the equivalent of having the fucking Westboro Baptist Church as president. We might as well have elected the Westboro Baptist Church.
Who is that? That's not Lacey. That's some other guy. Who the hell is that? It's just a dude. Like, I have no idea who that is.
And just on that point, again, pointing this out for Bearing and any viewers who come along, the Trump administration will not be counting LGBTQ people in the census that they're designing for 2020.
Oh, you hysterical, Kristi.
Yep. So they're basically not counting them into non-existence because you
Kristi,
can't.
calm down.
They're not saying. They're not literally saying. They're not literally saying that they're not human. So they're not dehumanizing them at all. They're not literally saying these people aren't human. They're just not counting them on.
Stop yelling. You're out of control.
If they don't, means it's perfectly legal to electrocute them to cure them. So Mike Pence is loving it.
I feel very unsafe right now. You guys keep yelling, and you're just out of control. You're hysterical. So.
All right. Well, let's get
Yeah,
back.
well, the marriage is splitting up because of you, Tim.
Yeah, let's get back
You're
to
the
Bearing.
you're the reason Mommy and Dad
you're a
splitting up.
degenerate. You're a degenerate.
There's a warning here for Tim. There's going to be more screaming.
Let's go.
No.
It's disgusting.
By this whole
loud.
thing, just as much as mine has. So it's not really clear what exactly the future holds for us yet.
Dumb.
But if we go by the election cycle, things do look bleak.
Yeah, maybe America should have taken the safe option. Nuclear war with Russia. After all, Donald Trump is a fact theft.
President Trump
Ugh.
admits to sexual assault and is on trial for child rape.
Yeah, I don't know much about the child rape trial. From what I've read, apparently they look like pretty flimsy accusations.
Of course they do.
Oh, wow. Amazing research.
But merely being accused of something isn't worthy
I
of
don't
it.
know.
I don't know much about it. I don't know much about it, but they look like pretty flimsy accusations.
Well, this is the
I
guy
saw a
that thinks that
the
raping
headline.
an unconscious drunk woman isn't rape. So I don't know what flimsy means in his world.
I didn't really
Basically.
check this out, but it seems fine.
Yeah.
Kevin, you keep forgetting. If she initiates, then she doesn't need to consent.
Exactly. If she
Yeah,
jumped
it's-
on his
it's
cock,
okay. Yeah, exactly. It's flimsy. It's flimsy because it's flimsy. It's fine. Game over.
let's just point out it's been 3 minutes now, and he's barely said anything. He's just been playing other people's videos.
Yep.
He doesn't create
Oh,
anything.
and he made a joke about jizzing on her chest. That's
yeah,
some quality
Yeah, he's done
criticism.
He's done heavy breathing and coming on a tits joke. Brilliant. you are a fucking master. You're a master of logic and reason. You
Masterclass
fucking
in comedy.
twat.
All right, back to it then.
I'm not sure he did openly admit to sexual assault. Let's have a quick look at this supposed admission again.
I'm going to use some Tic Tacs just in case I start kissing her.
What?
You know, I'm
This is
automatically attracted to beautiful. I just start kissing them. It's like a magnet. You just,
But this was like behind the scenes undercover
When
video.
you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything. Whatever you want. Grab them by the pussy.
Oh god, here we go.
I can do anything.
Here comes the
Okay, so here's what we found out. Donald Trump eats
It's
Tic
fine.
Tacs.
Oh,
He's attracted to beautiful women and just starts kissing them. When you're a star,
That's sexual assault.
Yes.
If
Yeah.
they don't have, if they didn't want to be kissed, and he just kisses them, starts kissing them. That's
he
sexual
doesn't
assault.
believe in consent. Like he's just like, you don't have to get consent before you just accost a woman.
Also, I'll
Bizarre.
just preempt his next point. The obvious one they all fucking do, the brave apologist scum. He said that they'll let you do it. That's not really the same thing as being consenting to, is it?
No, not at all.
When you know you're up against a multi-billionaire who's got a profile beyond belief in terms of fame and fortune, justice.
Like, Bill-
essentially,
Bill Cosby, you know, they just
lied.
let him do it because he drugged them, but they still let him.
Yeah, exactly. So that's not a defense. That's basically saying it's okay to be a rapist if you're rich.
Well, the
Which,
thing
I mean,
is,
that might be
do they
implicitly the
even give
truth,
him
but
time?
it shouldn't be
Yeah.
explicit.
does he even have time? Do they even have time to react? I mean, if they kind of like, he's just there on top of them and he's kissing them and they're like, what the hell is going on? That's not letting him do it.
Well, when Roman Polanski raped that girl at his mansion or whatever, she let him do it because she was scared and he was rich and famous. So apparently that was fine. Perfectly fine. I don't know why everyone says
it's not rape if you're 12, apparently.
Yeah, if you
why are people saying he's a rapist? It's ridiculous.
If you
So
just
poor
start
Roman.
kissing them, like you're talking to the person and then you just start kissing them, where's the consent that's happened before the thing? I mean, you can't like retroactively say there was consent given. That makes no sense. Okay, maybe after the fact they do something which is consent, but like the initial point of doing it, there was no consent given.
Perhaps if they gave positive signs, like positive body language, like they sort of indicated that it was all right, but that would be a form of consent. He's just saying he just goes for it.
Just goes for it. Just gets in there.
Yeah.
He can't help himself. He just has to start kissing them.
Which is sexual assault.
Like, because he's referring to this woman off the bus as well. He's saying, because they're talking about a woman that they're about to talk in an interview or whatever, and he's saying that this is how he feels when. So this is a person that he would have just met. You can't just be like, I just start kissing her. Oh yeah, there's definitely consent there. Okay, good.
And also, you can tell how much respect he has because at the start of it, he describes trying to get with a married woman as I moved on her like a bitch. So yeah,
totally anonymous.
All right, let's see his incredible logical point coming up here.
Including grabbing them by the pussy. They let you, Donald Trump, do it. Yeah, see, I don't know, Lacey. It's that whole letting him do it part that gives me doubts. I mean, if you let someone sexually assault
well, in that case, a woman who doesn't resist a rapist because she doesn't want to get battered or killed, that means she's fine with it.
Yeah, this is literally pro-rape. He's speaking in favor of rape right now. So
we pointed this out to him on that hangout, didn't we?
Yeah.
He's pro-rape. That's what he's doing there.
I mean, I hadn't seen this video before.
People call him a rape apologist.
But I mean, like Michael's basing it off.
Well, he's not even a rape apologist. He's a rape advocate now.
It's just pro-rape.
He's not even an apologist. Yeah.
He's just rape's fine. Basically, that's all he's saying.
You can't. Oh my god, I can't even. Like I said, I mean, you can't just grab someone in their genitals without any, without anything before that. No, nothing.
You can.
And then
if you're a rich, famous white dude, you can do whatever you want because reason.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, shall we go on?
Really sexual assault, is it?
He is proudly endorsed
yes, it is.
by the KKK.
Does he endorse the KKK? Because if it were that way around, I'd be concerned.
Who endorsed the KKK?
The KKK endorses him.
Yeah, he was endorsed by the. Yeah. Why are you not worried that the man that was at the time, or had just been elected president, was president-elect, was endorsed by a known rabid, violent, racist group? Why is that not a concern for you, Bear?
Because he.
I would suggest that's because you're a racist dick.
Because Donald Trump didn't say.
Yeah, 2 days to denounce David Duke,
and he never did.
So I mean, for me, that would suggest that
it's the
he
same
might be
pattern.
a racist.
It's the same pattern that is.
What's so bad with the KKK again?
So it's the same pattern that was brought up to Congress that RT, the Russian, state propaganda wing, would put out a story, and almost immediately the Trump campaign would start to use that same line. And they've actually cited RT articles that were later taken off the internet because they were utterly fake. And so, it's the same kind of thing. He chooses who he associates with on Twitter, and who he associates with includes the Russian propaganda media and people who use KKK stuff and Pepe things.
Yeah, but why are you trying to lead a lynch mob against the KKK? Leave them alone. They're fine.
You said you're about diversity and you're about inclusion, but you're not about including. You're not about including the KKK. What about the KKK? Why are you being inclusive of the KKK?
You're not inclusive, are you?
When you run a campaign and you have support and people outright support from a group like the KKK or the alt-right or anything like that, people who think that your policies and all that sort of shit are good, then you need to take a look at yourself maybe and think, why are these people, advocating for me? Maybe something I'm saying is troublesome, or
to broaden that out to subjects we've talked about on our channels, respectively. Notes to people like Bearing and Sargon, they should ask themselves a very similar thing.
Yes, exactly. When you post things to Twitter that a whole bunch of racists retweet, then maybe you need to take a look at the things that you are affirming. When you retweet like a cropped headline that you say is like, oh, racism towards whites, and it gets retweeted out by a whole bunch of white supremacist dickheads, then maybe you need to take a look at the things that you're saying or retweeting or whatever, because
Yeah, ethics.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Anyway.
All right,
Yay.
hooray, I saw you drop out and come back. Okay, so let's get on with the video.
But he can't really control who endorses him, can he?
North Korea?
You can't really what?
My previous comment replacing.
Yes, he can. Yes, he can control who endorses him because it's based on the policies and speeches and positions you give out. Thought that they were broadly enough in agreement with him that they could endorse him.
This is like the whole you can't control your audience thing.
Yeah, that
It's
wasn't
like,
a one-off. If it was just like David Duke on his own, you'd say, okay, maybe he's a nutter. But when it's the David Duke and the KKK and the alt-right and Richard Spencer and all of these other right-wing scum, right? If all of them are on your side, completely 100%, that suggests to me there's a correlation between you and them.
Mm-hmm. But Donald Trump can't control his audience. He can't control his audience, so...
No, of course not, of course not.
Right.
Apart from when he says...
I haven't heard that
apart
one
from when he
before.
says... Apart from that guy in the crowd and then the guy gets beaten up.
Yeah.
And he says, oh, I'll pay
just
the
a
legal
coincidence.
fees for the person that beat them up. Yeah.
That's just a coincidence.
Of course it is, yeah. Exactly.
Just happened to happen at the same time.
Onward.
Oh, interestingly, something I was just going to say, a complete aside, but Kristi, did you hear in the week that his appropriations bill for the wall has been put back to the summer? So literally, not a brick will be laid in that fucking shithole of a wall for at least about a year, basically. Wow. And it probably won't ever happen because they're kicking it into the long grass. They don't want to pay the billions of dollars.
Well, that's all right. Mexico will pay for it.
If that doesn't happen, I'm going to take a holiday and masturbate the entire length of the border just to make a point.
I heard something today you guys will really enjoy, and that's they've started to accept bids for the wall, and up until this point, they hadn't realized one of the big challenges that they would face is that part of the border is the Rio Grande River. My geography kind of sucks. And of course, if they build the wall in front of the river, they're going to give the entire river over to Mexico.
Yeah, exactly. Including all the fishery rights and stuff.
Yep.
Idiots. And it's going to fuck up certain migration patterns for birds. Birds that are involved in the hunting industry, which is rather big in some of those southern states. So he's going to fuck over those people. Brilliant. Dickhead. Probably isn't going to happen now because Congress knows how much it's going to cost and don't want to pay it.
Yeah. And then you've got to maintain.
I have to go in about 25 minutes to half an hour, so we should crank on.
We go. Yeah, we got 6 minutes
Korea.
left.
Putin?
I'd have thought the leaders of two of the world's superpowers being homies is a good thing.
For real?
For realsies.
Oh, God.
Are we?
Yeah,
oh my God.
Conversation, having a conversation.
Yeah. No connections to Russia except all these connections. Okay, onward.
In the upside down right now because that's what it feels like.
Well, I'm in Australia, which is often referred to as the land down under, but it feels normal. I mean, down is still down and up is still up and shit.
How the
fuck
did this happen?
Okay.
First and foremost, because we let it happen. And that's like the hard part to swallow.
That's not the hard part to swallow, Lacey. For fuck's sake, I meant it would have been harder to swallow if Clinton had won the election.
But also, from where I establishment failed us, lies and corruption in Washington warmed people to a candidate that is completely unqualified and has no experience.
I've said it before, but what new president has experience at being the president before they're the president?
And
oh, God.
No, but you can have you can have experience governing and legislating. And
oh, by the way,
you can have experience in government and governing.
Yes.
Using a Lacey Green video is YouTube drama. So he's basically using her popularity.
Oh, yeah, true story.
YouTube.
True story.
Yeah.
Oh, which means I've got another.
Oh, I got a bingo too because poisoning the well. Butt hurt Lacey Green. Poisoning the well.
Yeah.
Bam! I got another bingo. Yeah, 2 bingos.
Yeah. Screw you guys.
I wasn't paying
He's
enough
like
attention.
he said nothing but like joke. All he's done is made jokes about like dick jokes and jizz jokes and nothing else.
He's done her mouth and tits.
And
maybe if
say
he does an
something
anal rape joke, that'll finish off the set.
Oh, and
Yeah,
he's made an
just
argument
Christ.
for sexual assault as well.
Yeah, he made an argument for sexual assault. So this is like the worst. Oh my god. Okay, keep going. Jesus Christ.
This is like a trip inside the mind of Rouge V.
It is.
Racism and sexism are over.
No one said that, Lacey, because that's a stupid fucking thing to say. Racism.
Lots of people say that.
Can you see
say that?
They're not over.
lines now. Can you see that?
They are very much a part of our social.
What was that? What's going on?
I'm sorry, I'm sharing my thing. That's my new line.
Oh,
because of
okay.
YouTube
nice job.
drama.
Nice
All
job.
right, let's see
Nice
it.
job.
I'm
thank
gonna
you.
put Kevin on. You got all right.
Oh, it's
Take
gone
it out
now.
when you're ready.
It doesn't fucking matter, basically. It's yeah.
Way.
Saw that. He saw the undercurrent of misogyny and racism, and he rode that wave to electoral college victory without a doubt. Trump gave a voice to unspeakable darkness.
Unspeakable darkness.
That's an argument, apparently. Apparently, this is debunking someone.
I still reckon Star Wars is shit. I just thought that scene would be good to use there.
He thinks Star Wars is shit.
But you know what?
Okay, I didn't think
Oh,
I could
just
hate
when you
it
think
anymore.
just when you think you can't be a bigger dick.
What, you hate puppies now? You hate fucking unicorns and happiness and cookies? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Well, if I hated the prequel
Happiness, that'd be
trilogy, I'd get it.
All right, on we go.
We don't have to listen to it.
Well, you kind of do. I mean, you don't have to actually listen to him, but the things he does and the changes he makes as president will apply to you as a US citizen.
If you, my dear internet friends, somewhere out there in the world are hurting today, I have 4 reminders for you. It's okay to feel angry or sad or confused. Your feelings are valid.
Yeah, but it's not okay to go out and set shit on fire, smash windows, and beat people
Oh,
up.
come on.
Oh my god.
What? It's a completely separate thing.
This is the worst.
It's not even what she was talking about.
This is the worst
God damn
response
it.
ever.
I know. It's
Yeah,
just
like-
eventually just watching these videos is
Is he
just
basically
giving
trying to-
me eternal.
Is he trying to argue that Lacey Green is an
damage.
anarchist? Because I think that's really stupid.
Yeah, I guess
I'll give you. It's
actually-
okay to be comforted, but it's not okay to kill people. It's not okay to drown puppies and kill babies. Like, yeah, I wasn't
That's a really
saying
good
that.
point, Aaron. That's a really good point, Aaron.
Yeah.
Well, I'm looking at this video, and it's actually originally published on the 23rd of January. But if you read underneath, it's from the 17th of November, and of course, his channel
Yeah.
went down on like the 6th of December. So
Yeah, he had to
took
redo
this
them all.
out- this one out
Yeah.
and redid it. I think probably right after the inauguration, because he wanted to ride
Yeah.
the whole wave of what happened on the inauguration day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because being a bad-tempered cunt isn't valid.
2, you are loved.
Bad-tempered
you
cunt.
matter, and your
Your
right
entire
to
channel.
feel
Your entire channel is that.
Yes, exactly.
Being a bad-tempered.
It's not
Oh,
valid.
sorry.
Invalid.
Oh, yay! Lacey Green's going to single-handedly defend everyone's rights that aren't being taken away.
3, remember that
Yes,
if
they
there were
are,
fewer
you twat.
people, last night would have been
Yeah, he spoke way too soon on that one.
a landslide in the other
Well, yeah.
direction. So don't lose hope. There's tremendous good in the people around you.
And if we just cleanse the population of everyone who was born last millennium, she'll be
What
apples
the
for the next election.
What the hell
What?
is he talking about?
At what point did she say that?
I think he's saying
She
People
doesn't
around you are
kill them, she's
good.
saying
Oh, so
they're
you want a
old.
Holocaust. So you want to sterilize black children, is that what you're saying?
She's saying
No!
they're old.
I was saying
and
let's
so they're
comfort
gonna
each other.
die.
Slippery
No,
slope.
well, no, to be fair, she was saying that these people are old and will die soon, but she wasn't saying we should murder them. She was saying that younger people are more,
Replacing
liberal-minded.
the older generation. Younger people
Yeah.
replace the older
Natural-
generation all the time.
It's a horrible phrase, but natural wastage will see to that problem. You don't have to slaughter them.
He's not even addressing the stuff she's saying. He's just talking about completely separate other stuff that has nothing to do with.
It's like going into a makeup tutorial and going, yeah, it's okay to apply blusher, but you can't genocide people. Well, yeah. Okay, good point.
But like,
so this is how you play.
Relevant.
Take issue with Lacey because she's really just like a really sweet person who talks about sexual education for kids. I mean,
it's so bad.
Yeah, that's why we do the almost inevitable bit, because I don't get it. She's just like this nice, warm, fluffy person, and they're like, she's evil scum. No, she
wants to genocide all the old people.
Yeah, it's almost like so. This is how you play the. This is how you play the start to Stairway to Heaven, and then pause. Well, but you shouldn't genocide everybody. They're like, but I was just teaching you how to play Stairway. To... Oh, God damn it.
She just wants to talk about blowjobs with young people who might need to know about such things.
Yes.
No, she's evil. She's basically Adolf Hitler, but with big tits.
Blowjobs. That's genocide. For some reason.
Well, technically, if you take the if you take the ultra-Christian view, technically it is a genocide because that's lots of life being swallowed there. So
it actually is. Good point.
Yep. Yeah.
Or spit.
Every sperm is sacred.
If this all wears off, anger and resentment may set in, like some people we know.
Are you serious? Fuck you, Hillary. Is that all you got? Well, how about this?
That's just one example.
Oh please! If he calls her ugly, that's 3 lines that are complete.
What about this other thing? You're
Yeah,
talking about this
Hillary
thing.
Clinton.
What about
I didn't-
another different thing?
Yeah.
Obviously,
You say Hillary
this thing
Clinton,
is good.
okay, but this. Yeah, exactly. You agreed with Hillary Clinton's tax proposals, therefore you agree with beating up people in the street.
That's
No.
the whole thing.
You guys to think about one.
Making a jam sandwich is cool, but genocide is bad. Like,
Wrecked.
and that's the takeaway from this thing. It's just this completely innocuous point is fine, but insert the most horrible thing you can think of is bad.
Well,
Yeah,
also another thing is
E6.
two wrongs make a right. Like I see that all over the internet. People are always saying 2 wrongs make a right. Like these people are being very aggressive and angry about Hillary. Oh yeah, but what about like this other thing? That therefore, you know, that first thing, just ignore it. Just ignore the first thing. That doesn't exist anymore. You know, because there's another thing, and that's just 2 wrongs make a right. It's like, yeah, it's like the first thing was fine, and we're never going to talk about it because it's the second thing. And it's like, can't both be bad, or can't the first one be bad and the second one be worse, but they're both bad things? Or is it like, no, the first thing's gone?
Are we basically done now? Because I feel like this is.
There's only like 2 minutes left.
Yeah, only 2 minutes left.
I've almost finished, yeah.
And anger.
Get closure.
Tim's almost finished.
Positive and good for the world,
What?
for each other, and for our future.
Simple.
I think that's
Grow
the
fuck
third
up.
cum joke I've done.
Get
This
on
one.
with it like a fucking adult.
All right, tweet. Yeah. We got it.
Yeah, the big tweets. So yeah,
And
there you go.
and then she followed it up with an angry tweet.
So bad at response. I don't understand how anyone could find this convincing or anything. It's
There's
just
something at the end.
Well, they're just going there for confirmation bias. There's no inquiry happening here.
he's not saying anything though. He's not
These people,
making any
these people are
points.
about as rational as they're about as rational as the fucking Westboro Baptist Church fucking
But
circle jerk.
I think we could. There's a bunch of things we can add to the card. I think 2 wrongs makes a right is a good one. When somebody says this thing is bad, and then you say this thing's worse.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, so what's it got to do with whether the first thing is bad?
That's relative privation fallacy, isn't it? Really?
Well, no, because
that's
it's supposed
true.
to be something worse. Well, yeah, but you're not doing it to say don't pay attention to feminism because there's more important things. You're saying here's one bad thing. I'm going to show you.
Well, you basically are. It's basically the same thing because you're saying this thing here doesn't matter.
Well, yeah,
Look
it's
at
like
this
the
other
first
thing.
one is like this person got shot by this angry political person, and then your follow-up point is, well, this person got beheaded, and you're like, okay, well, the first person still got shot. It's just, they were both bad, but
right?
You know, the second one was worse, but the first one was still a stabbing or,
Well,
or a shooting.
Technically, I think you could probably say it was a red herring, really, because it's essentially just meant to distract and isn't really relevant.
Yes.
Yeah, sometimes
yeah,
you can
I
have
don't
more
know.
than one logical fallacy going on. So.
Well, because logically, that doesn't refute or take away from the first event having occurred.
That's because in fallacy terms, Bearing is playing five-dimensional chess with us. That's how good he is with fallacy.
He's a master.
He can multitask.
I gotta
see. I'm still
missing
missing. I'm still missing feminazi and bitch and autistic and.
Yeah, I don't have.
If only you'd said ugly, that would have completed 3 a diagonal and 2.
Any sources yet? Is there any sources?
No.
Because that could give me one. Can you check?
Yeah, there was there was already a instance where it was on the sex. It was on the one against Michael. I looked at his sources, but he didn't actually cite his sources. He just put a bunch in the. He actually said like, just look below in this. He didn't cite them. You know.
Well, it was lazy sourcing, but it was still
just,
like.
But no, but he was making claims, but then he wasn't providing the sources for the claims he was making about race.
But does he have any in this video or no?
Oh, in this one, I'm sorry, I didn't realize what you were asking. What was the claim?
Well, no, because he hasn't actually made any claims.
Oh, no sources. Was there? Does there have to be a claim as well?
Well, that's kind of like when you make a claim, you have to cite a source. But
So
he already did.
But he hasn't actually made any claims. He's just gone. Oh, jizz on her tits. Well, that's all it's been.
Was it an unflattering thumbnail? Or was it?
No, we already gave. He already had it on Michael's video. He failed to use his sources correctly, so that's not using sources. You can't just put down.
Was this one
sources.
unflattering thumbnail?
I'd have to go back and look.
I'm taking this game very seriously.
Yeah, the vaginal vampire guy had a.
I have to win. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
You won,
Victory.
I thought you got one already.
I only got 2. I don't know how much you guys have, but I have to get more.
I only have 1.
I've got 2.
Tim.
Yeah,
This is so shit. This is just. Oh god.
You fucking prick. You've been debunked.
It's not that unflattering.
Oh yeah, is that unflattering?
Sunday morning. For fuck's sake.
Not really.
Well,
it-
he's got
hang on,
a
is it
sort of
Sunday
puckering
morning?
her lips.
Yeah, I think that's borderline.
Move it up a bit.
You can see that no one really
right
comes
under
to
that,
Bearing's
you can
channel.
see Kevin right under that. Nazi punching and virtue signaling. That sounds like our Kevin.
You can see that people don't really come to Bearing's
all I
channel
do,
to
yeah.
see his hangouts and his stuff with other YouTubers. They come for the ponage videos. You see the difference in views.
I could have Nazi punching and virtue signaling as like my Twitter bio. That would be perfectly good.
You could have virtue punching.
And Nazi signaling.
And then that's my favorite one. Agree with me or you're a Nazi, depicting me as a Nazi in the thumbnail. And then I called him up on it. He's like, it's just a joke, mate. It's just a satire.
So hang on, you say he's depicting you as a Nazi, but
Yeah.
how do we know that's not actually you dressed as a Nazi, Tim?
Well, I mean, yeah. I think he's been
I know you
stalking
say
my
you're
Facebook.
you say you're just a collector of Nazi memorabilia, but I have it to you, you're a Nazi.
See, and this is how it starts. This is how they win.
So much.
Hashtag Tim the Nazi.
All right, guys.
When they call us
I know
Nazis.
that Michael's going to go on. So we should
Yeah, I gotta
probably
get
wrap up the online stuff. So I want to thank all the people who were watching, and I had a lot of fun. I decided my title was Bingo Master, kind of like Dungeon Master, only with bingo. And I just want to basically also do a shout out to myself, because while you guys were playing, I was running my own game, running the video, running the audio, and also sometimes having to moderate the audio on the Bearing videos because his mixes just jump from sound levels up and down so bad. So hats off to me. I think I did a great job.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey guys, Bearing responded to me teaching him how to be funny and with an ad populum fallacy.
Oh, great.
He's just like, my video has more plays than yours, so I'm better than you. Yeah, he's saying my video has 90,000 plays.
In which case,
therefore I am
every
a better
video
comedian than you.
Yeah.
Yeah, every video on is better than his. Then
yeah.
Yep.
On the same basis.
Comedy
you can always go
gold.
that way. Yeah.
Also,
thanks
I'm
for
going to
the-
censor him, so remove the comment. Good. Cool. I I decided I'm going to do this thing where like I'll let him comment for a little bit, and then once he's racked up a couple of likes and people commenting and stuff, I'll just delete the comment.
Fuck you, Bearing, you dick.
It's like bait. You just wait for him to put the comment down, and you wait for it's like little tugs on the line, and then you have enough fish, and you just pull them right out. Boom.
All
That's
right.
funny.
All right, so
We're
yeah,
done.
thanks to everybody who watched and played along, and maybe we'll do a few more rounds of Bearing Bingo. So thank you to Kevin, to Michael, to Tim, and to you for watching. I've been Kristi. You have been awesome, and I'm going to hit the stop broadcast button now. Goodbye.
Later, Cox.
Okay.